Oh, there. That's what it is.
And look at that.
What?
The fucking X drew him.
I have, if there's a player missing, I have an X that I put over them, but he wasn't there, but now he is. So the X.
You should do that when someone goes beyond unconscious.
Oh, it's kind of funny. I just noticed that Briarheart's like horn goes above, like goes like underneath the
goes into
box,
the
and goes into the.
yeah.
It do be like that, yeah.
Can't be contained.
It pierces reality. Oh.
It's yours is difficult because your pictures at a weird
I
angle.
am in the city now.
There's another piece of reality happening. I don't know if you've noticed that Manoroth is currently being split into two by the veil behind Ty.
I'm just partially behind the window, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
I need to get more lights. It's just where it's lit a little bit. Behind a window.
It's a window pane in front of me. Yeah,
Ties in space. It's killing it.
Oh.
So good. Orcs in space.
Then the light hit it.
Whoa, Mel. Manny,
I mean, that's only what you guys can see is the me being in space part. Alright, look at Duncan. Sexy. Alright. Don't let Atha meet Duncan, then Melgate's gonna get bumped to like 12th or something.
Oh
What
no.
the fuck?
Oh shit. Using the list against people. God damn.
It's all Atha. It's not me. Welcome in.
That doesn't even know Duncan.
Welcome to session 142. Fuck me, words.
Whoa.
142 of Raven's Retribution. I'm a little bit discombobulated, but let's start out in classic fashion. Don't do it yet. Alright. Let's start out in classic fashion with a D100, please. Oh wait, that was 4 minutes ago. What are you doing? Ooh.
Okay. I don't even need to roll. I don't even need to roll. You already know what's about to happen.
Yes, you do. It's not always
It's
the
100!
highest. It's not always the highest.
I mean, you could also
He
roll
switches
one.
it up constantly.
You could
Okay,
also
do you
roll
want me to
one.
reroll?
You could roll
Roll
a
a one and then
69.
have the lowest.
You could
Am I,
also roll a
I'm
100.
not gonna roll a 1. I'm not
There's a
gonna roll.
3% chance of you rolling something that competes here.
Do you want me to reroll that number then?
Oh, what, the 50?
Yeah.
Oh, you just give me that? That's fine. I reveal.
That's fine.
Reveal.
Huzzah.
Yeah, that's fine. We can keep that.
Duncan, do you need me to roll?
Stabs.
Yes, please.
Don't worry, here you go.
Can't
Pretty
hear anything. Is it just me? I mean, I think so. It looks like everything's going through on my end.
Yeah, I can hear.
I fixed
Dakota
Check
fixed
the
it.
stream.
Yeah, he fixed it. Good job.
So yes, it's just. I'm gonna say everything looks like it's moving.
Always check
29?
yourself first before you ask.
Check yourself.
I've done it before. Where I'm
Yourself.
like, I don't think the audio said it's just me.
Oh.
I'm gonna leave. Stabs. Can I get D100, please? I really want you to roll a 100 or something because I would like you to do the recap.
What?
He's muted right now.
Yeah, this
I don't
man
think he was
just
here
fucking
last
up.
session.
She's
Please, look at
pretending
this
not
guy.
to be here.
I don't think he
Trying
was
to
here.
fucking hide.
Classic move. Classic move.
Classic. You know, if you give me control over his character too, I can roll for him. You know? Just saying.
He
Mel-
wants to see his feet.
We'll give him 5 seconds to roll. If he doesn't roll, I give you control of his character. That's
Oh no.
5,
The ultimatum.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Cardinal Amos is now Cardinal Melmos.
Dang, Melmos.
All right, we had no competition for a 100. So, Jack, would you like to do the recap, or would you like to flip a coin for it?
Real quickly
Can't all
see
just
here.
Hmm?
I mean, I can do the recap, but I will flip a coin too, or we'll decide
heads or
where
tails.
the information goes. Let me remember here for a second. I
What?
think. What?
My words?
No, the fucking recap.
Yeah. Do you want heads or tails? Sorry, you were breaking up a
Oh.
bit for me. I don't know if it was me or.
No, he was breaking up.
Tails never fails.
Up.
Oh,
There you go.
sorry, I thought you'd already said tails, so I was thinking you were doing tails anyway. All right, there you go, tails. Congrats. I don't know what that means for you because you already agreed to do the recap. But you do with that what you will. Give us a recap. What happened last time?
If I remember correctly, last time we started right after the magical null zone had hit the area, right? I'm remembering this correctly. You were in the giant shop. Yeah. Okay, then I know it. We had just started again after the basically magical null zone or magical dark zone shifted over the city and had made us all, well, most of us, like, go, what the fuck was that? And while there was panic outside, inside, people were thinking and already discussing what that could be. And while the shopkeeper of the tattoo shop, magical room tattoo shop, was a bit distracted, Mox was attempting to copy some of his work without, asking first. Rude.
Copyright infringement.
And although he first got away with it because he was distracted, the second time when he saw it, he just closed the book and basically said that his work was shit. He also explained that this kind of craft is not allowed to be written down, at least if you're going to learn from a giant. So that's why he's not letting him do that, although he's not held under the same obligation. He also made a deal, Mox, with Goliath, I think, about maybe contacting someone who could teach him rune crafting. Not mistaken. So that was a bit of a small side discussion. And finally, after that, we decided that we weren't going to buy something here because it's a bit expensive. And we headed on out from the shop, going towards the Deepstone Arcana again, because Cardinal Amos really needed to buy scrolls. Like, he kept talking to us about having to buy scrolls and stuff like that. So fucking annoying. Anyway, as we headed that way, suddenly there was an explosion of some kind. I'm trying to see which building it was on here, but not far from the Deepstone Arcana. Yeah. Oh god, that name. One of the,
we didn't know at the time what it's called.
I know.
So.
A tower basically exploded at the top, and we could see a Durgar. Yeah, well, side, but not high up enough for us to see from where we were. And we could see a Durgar spinning in a sphere of force there and being very upset about it. After some discussion, we decided to head that way because, well, that was interesting, and this might just exactly be what we're looking for. We had to persuade our way past the guards, but they more than seemed happy to kind of, lump this off to someone else, so that's someone else's problem. And we finally got upstairs and found 2 Durgar assistants arrested and 2 guards looking like, well, that's a pickle. As it turned out, this Durgar that was captured was an alchemist of some kind. And apparently after the null zone passed over, it set off all of his magical booby traps. Or maybe caused some sort of malfunction in them, something or another. And he got fucking caught in it, and it was a bit violent as well, so a lot of his alchemist store was thrown upside down, almost literally. And yeah, he was floating out there. The worst part is he couldn't shut it off because in the bubble, there's silence going on. And if we also were to directly shut off the bubble, he would just fall. Mostly. So the first thing that we did was made some room. And Manoroff went big and dragged him in, and being resistant to lightning, he just pushed on through. Harkin then used Dispel Magic upon the silence component of the spell, and eventually we got him out. With also help from Box to double check that there weren't any other fucking traps waiting for us. He then, with silence gone, activated his password, which was password, and then shut the spell off. He was very thankful to us about us helping him. Surprising. Shook our hands, and we actually asked him if he knew a way to. Oh God, what's the lord of this place name again? Of Stoneblood?
Deep Iron.
Deep Iron, yeah. We were looking for a way to get an audience with Deep Iron. And he was like, well, you certainly don't ask for anything small, but he actually thought he might know of a way. Or at least something to get us started along the track, which was more than enough for us because we didn't have squat before. So we agreed to come back there in the morning with bread that we would bring from Bitter Briar Bakery. He also said don't trust the fucking message board. People post all kinds of crazy things on there.
Don't trust the bread.
Yeah, don't trust it. We also learned that he apparently specializes in forensic alchemy. With blood of the people, or if you bring him blood of someone, he can tell you about their lineage, who they are. He can tell you if a curse afflicts them. Yeah, he has quite a range of things he can actually know about. Though, apparently, it does require either... It's very location dependent, if I understood him correctly. Like, people who live in Durgar society are more known to him than people who live out of it or live further away. I don't know exactly how that component works. Maybe it has something to do with magic, but it was a very interesting topic. Afterwards, it was late. We decided, fuck it, we'll go to the inn and we'll rest up there. And when we entered the inn, we were greeted by a half-orc who was all too delighted that there were some non-Durgar people here. Because she was having a bit of a sour time with all these people drinking and being belligerent. Apparently, she was a gladiator from the place of the fire giants. The name escapes me, but it is very close to... it's in the region of Berghoff, right?
I thought you were kidding. Yeah, it's the... I actually didn't come up with a name for it, but it's what is on the map of Greyhawk as the Hall of the Fire Giant King.
Alright, Hall of the Fire Giant King, which is more of a title.
Yeah, it will have like a proper name as well, but I haven't figured out what it is. I need to dig back through lore to figure it out before I name it myself, so figure out if it has one in lore, which it probably does.
Well, she came from that area, and apparently she was a gladiator there. And she fought in the new games when the new Fire Giant King was crowned. Crowned, yeah, not christened. That's a different one.
He's a Christian. Sorry.
It's a Christian Fire Giant. Can you fucking believe it? New faith, people. But yeah, he was crowned and had some games. A lot of people died, but she made it out alive, and then she realized that she just admitted to us that she made kind of a lot of money, although she sort of also lied about it. So we're very confused about how much money she has, but she's been throwing gold at the barkeep during our whole conversation.
Did she lie about it? I don't think she lied, did she?
She tried to,
she was trying to
deceive
negotiate
us
a price
about
with
the
you.
exact amount.
Well, I mean, you...
No, she just didn't know better.
She just didn't know. Yeah. She did. She fluctuated wildly, but it wasn't her being deceitful. It was more her being a bit naive and stupid, if anything. She just couldn't negotiate price very well. Yeah, not in a deceitful way. If anything, she started way too low.
Yeah, I corrected her.
Oh, but that's for how much we should pay her for working for us. But I think she also won a lot of prize money from the...
Yeah. She didn't tell you how much, though. But yeah.
And she said she was actually heading for Scardeep.
Mm-hmm.
And then beyond it to go to Zeef. Yeah. And we basically told her that we were going to Scardeep to kill Dragon. She was like, God damn, you adventuring people are crazy. Like, you always get into crazy shit. Never trust an adventurer. Anyway, do you guys need like someone to help you out along the way to be your guard? And we were all like, "Did you just not call us fucking crazy?"
I think she called us stupid. Is what?
Yeah, stupid is what. So she's not very good at this sales pitch. I need some more work. But it was a conversation, and eventually she headed on off. We got some more whiskey. We got Briarheart and Mott's drunk because they can't hold their fucking liquor. Grad students or something.
Thank God we don't do anything today anymore.
Yeah, and then we, as we went to bed, Manorov's fox or wolf thing activated. I don't remember the exact text, but it sounded like someone was inviting us to an arena for a fight of some kind.
Well, I guess I could repeat it sort of, since that's exactly sort of where we stopped. It would be sort of good intro to today's session.
Probably a good intro, yeah.
I have it written down, but yeah, it would be a very good way to get back into things.
Yeah, we'll get started in that in a moment. I'll repeat the message and the wolf delivering its little message when we get started. Before we do that, though, let me pull you back to the tavern. Amos, you are not with the group at the moment. I had reintroduced you. I had brought you back, but after talking to you between sessions, you wanted to visit more places than I thought you would go, and more sort of distant apart from each other, so it would have taken longer than expected.
Sure.
Especially with the last place you went to, because that guy's as well. Yeah, basically speaking. But I will bring you back pretty much the moment we get started, and that way, you know what you know as well, which is useful. Do you specifically? I mean, anybody? If there's anything you'd like to add to the recap, feel free to jump in and do so now. But specifically for you, Cardinal Amos, because you weren't here. Silly people. Because you weren't here last week. Do you have any specific questions, or are you happy just to?
No, I'm good. Let's crack on.
Perfect.
Did Jack mention what we got or wanted from Murgron?
Yeah, we wanted like an audience with Ironblood. We mentioned with him, and
well, try to get into contact, I guess.
Yeah, and he said he couldn't like Briz into contact with Ironblood directly, but he could get us sort of started along that by putting us in contact with someone else.
Okay, yeah, no, I just want to check if that. I was distracted around that time. So I was quite perfectly listening there. Alright, no, that's cool. I think otherwise it sounded okay, yeah.
Okay. Perfect. With that said, yeah, let's jump back into it. So, gonna on pause. I'm gonna
I actually might want to play a card, so I'm gonna look through my list.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. As I always say, if you want to play a card, you can do so at any point during the session, so feel free to like take your time. Commit to something.
To start at the session time, I'm going to do something that I should have done yesterday, but we'll see when this activates. I'll play the Andrea Thompson card, but that will be for probably later tomorrow when that comes into effect.
Yeah, understood. Got it. Let me get rid of that for you and just throw you a new card real quick.
Also, by the way, Redick and I might be trading cards. I just don't know which one he wants to trade for.
Sure. Once you know, let me know.
Okay.
Oh, did I not take your card? I thought I'd take it.
Won't I? Just, because I feel like it, because I rolled 100, I'll be playing a legendary card, and I will play the Dream Devourer card for our team.
Boom, maybe. Yeah, no worries.
What does that do again?
That lets you do that Dream Devourer attack. Really big one.
Gives you one of the Dream Devourer.
Oh, it's gone. I was about to read it.
Here you go. Let me pop it up on the. I'm not actually giving that to you, Mel. Just saying.
want to play this card right now?
No, I played it to our deck.
Yeah,
Oh, you played into the deck.
Oh, I'm
okay.
sorry,
I was
yeah.
like very confused.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not in 30 feet. I'm not in 30 feet.
Two things happened here. One,
I thought
I
this was a
used
show
my...
to give us exhaustion, yeah.
Yeah, no. I used my thing from the recap to play a card from the stream deck, and two, I played a card in my hand for prep for this session or later on. That's gonna happen. I've discussed that with Ty beforehand.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've still got that. We're good. Yeah, I mean,
Bye.
yeah, I was just checking what the ability does, but yeah, it is basically exactly what it says in there. I've written a lot of like descriptive text in the actual ability, but it devours dreams. They may need to make a wisdom save or take exhaustion.
30 feet cone in front of you, right? Is it a cone?
No, it's just up to 3 targets.
Just within 30 feet.
But it is 3 targets. It doesn't actually say on the card, but it's 3 targets within 30 feet.
I get to know. Or whenever someone gets it.
You actually have one of those in your deck already as well, so you have multiple of those in the deck.
That is cool.
I'm tired of you motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking card game.
We spent a lot of time with snakes. Alright, let me get rid
So
of
what
that.
card are you actually playing then, though?
I played the Andrea Thompson card. It's the one that gives you like a retainer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but as Jack said, I know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plan.
That's all. We are ready to go.
Alright, either way, let's get going. Sorry, I've got a bunch of messages as well again. But it's all good. Okay, so you find yourself within the tavern, within the Iron Crucible. You spent a bit of time talking to the orc that assaulted you, I guess, verbally when you walked into the room.
No, I wouldn't call that, but sure.
She was belligerent, sure. But
Yeah.
not much.
I mean, she shouted at you, and she almost hit you with some coins, but it's fine.
Invited us to drink.
At the very least, she did pay for her drinks, yeah.
She did. That's true. There were several bottles of whiskey. You all at some point returned back to your room. The reason for this is that Manaroth started to feel something shifting and moving in one of his pouches. And obviously aware of what it was, this not being the first time, it was the small red wolf, a wondrous figurine that had been sort of kind of given to you by a child on the street. Upon resting it on the ground and pulling everybody back to the room, with the exception of Cardinal Amos, of course, who is still off with his guard buying scrolls. The wolf, quite adorably, if I do say so myself, sort of stretched, shook off a little bit, and then relayed a message in a sort of part mechanical, part natural voice, sort of croaking out as it spoke directly to you, Manaroth, and said, "The stone sees what steel hides. The pit will test your measure. Enter, bleed, survive, and when your chains fall, don't resist. Then your path will open." As we pick up the story today, the wolf curls up into a ball as if going to sleep, and turns back into a solid figurine, losing the fluidity that you had seen when it was alive, and turning just back into a little stone thing.
Was
At this
wood,
point-
actually.
Was it wood, was it? Sorry. Inconsistent. Immersion broken.
Immersion broken.
At this point, Cardinal Amos, you enter the tavern.
Okay.
Guard still very much in tow. You don't see anybody here, but you are sure they are likely in the room. The tavern itself is very drab. There is no life. You can see the bartender looks more annoyed than usual. Even as you enter, you can hear him like muttering under his breath, "Stupid orc. Stupid people." And then sort of side-eyeing a small stack of gold that is on the counter, and sort of going back and forth between, no, stupid. No, Anyway, he carries on. And you make your way. You see the other guard, the one that has been stuck with the party, which confirms that they are.
Yeah.
They are here. Feel free to.
Okay, I will head back into the room.
All right, let me go ahead and drag you up. You see, as you enter the room, you do see Briarheart and Mox. I mean, you're a smart lad and reasonably. Is that true? Yes, you are. I never remember which one's.
I would hope so.
Which one's a cleric?
The strength wizard.
Well, I know we've got a wizard and a cleric, and they keep pretending to be different things, but whatever. So you see, you see Mox and you see Briarheart, both of whom are clearly inebriated as you make your way in, and in this moment,
And they're whispering to each other.
Manny, Harkin, and Duncan are stood around. In the moment that you catch them just looking at a small red figurine that is perfectly stationary on the floor.
Mano was about just kind of going to pick it up. As he comes in, he's about to pick it up, but you can see it's a red wooden wolf he has gotten earlier. God, was it today?
Yeah, it was.
Jesus Christ!
It was like early today, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, long day.
Even worse.
Damn.
Traveled back in time day.
Oh wow. Yeah, we should be about in the Feywild right now, right?
Yeah, we have been in the Feywild now for a little bit.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. He's picking that up.
I just spoken to you then.
So it nods. And you arrived, and yes, it seems it's given us a clue what to do next, or a suggestion at least.
Good news or bad news?
Well, I would recommend resting early today, because tomorrow we might be heading into the pit.
Is that optional?
No,
Well, unless something else happens tomorrow, or you have any other news to bring us, I think that will be our goal for tomorrow then.
No news, just some strange shopkeepers, but that's about it.
Was your shopping fruitful?
Very. This baggage is full of scrolls.
That is good then.
Plenty. For me and for you. Oh, just sit down. Well, what helps me will help you. We're a team.
True, I suppose. I thought you meant you had bought scrolls that only either a cleric or a paladin could use.
No, I didn't even think. Sorry.
No worries.
Well, either way, unless something else happens, tomorrow's goals will be heading to the bakery first. Then I believe Harkin wants a pocket watch. Which there should be a shop further to the south, I guess.
The lock and
kind of
chain.
directions where we're at currently. The clock and chain.
I have a question for you, Manaroth. I noticed. Have you ever? This is strange for me, because it was my first time ever seeing one in the flesh. Do you know what a kenku is? Are they?
Is-
Do you get them down here? They're like bird people, like really
Is that a
big
common
crows.
sight? Jeez. Is that a common sight? Thai?
No.
Kenku's
definitely.
down here? No. I guess. Would Manroth have seen a Kenku? Because he wasn't in the surface as well, so. I'll make a check. See. A random check. See if I remember. No.
Nope.
No, I have no idea what that is.
No,
The only one.
Wow.
I believe they're quite rare, even for myself. Very strange individual, but also quite genius. Their scrolls twinned, so when you used the scroll, it did it twice. If that makes sense.
Like a sorcerer?
That sounds
Like
more
a s-
powerful.
It really is. They were very expensive.
Amos
Well,
loves sorcerers.
the Underdark is full
I
of
love
strange
the
creatures. I don't know what this Kenku is, but I would not be surprised to find weird entities down here.
I was in awe. Spoke quite strangely too. I'm not sure how their speech pattern works, but I didn't want to leave out of curiosity, but I know I had to get back. Just thought, they were, more common down here, but I suppose if you haven't seen one ever.
What shop was that at?
That was at the, let me see, I have to scroll up, it's very far, very far.
Stupid. Smoking feather.
Yes, it is, the Spoken Feather.
In theory, it wasn't really a shop. Sorry, it's feather.
Yeah, it was like a little stall, Feather and Smoke.
Yeah, it's it's very much like a market stall that is set up in, like next to a collapsed tunnel that would otherwise, it was probably at some point led out of the city. Yeah.
That sounds more like a shop that sells, I don't know, cigars and quills.
Probably. I'd assumed it was something of the sort too, but they do scrolls. Very unique and powerful scrolls.
To clarify on these scrolls, though, the twin effect that's on there only is on the scroll. If you learn the spell, you do not magically gain it with a twin.
I don't know until I use it. I haven't really looked at them much. I just got excited and bought them. So if I do use it, we'll
legitimate scrolls, right?
Oh, they're 100% legitimate.
I sure hope
Right?
so.
Right, Ty? I'll take as I bring them out and inspect them.
So, strictly speaking, you haven't seen the scrolls. No.
Until now.
So, all of the scrolls.
The scroll cases, they're all empty.
Yeah, they're all sold in these beautiful, like, jet black scroll cases that have a black feather with, like, a wax seal imprinted over it to keep the feather in place. It's all very well presented. As you open them up, there are indeed spell scrolls in there. I think they would have informed you that, and I think I said this, but I think they would have tried their best to inform you, whether you understood them or not, because Kenku are quite difficult to understand. For the sake of copying the spell, it just counts as the regular spell. It is only when you cast it through the spell scroll that it twins in that fashion.
Well, I got these three anyway. This one is the scroll. He called it the pale spider twins. But to me, it lets you walk on walls, like climb along like a little spider. This one, he called it the double hook warp, which is, to me, I can make someone else teleport if they consent. I can shift them somewhere else. And then this one here, they called it the split soul shaper, which to me is just polymorph, but I didn't want to tell him that. He seemed very excited about it. But those three, I can twin them if I just use the scroll. So there's double polymorph. It's pretty good.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
Yeah, they're like twice the price of normal scrolls. Funny enough.
Hey,
Makes
that's
sense. Makes
weird.
sense. They're twinned.
And he did have a very limited stock.
Yeah, I can see
Good.
why they could be very
I'm sure
fun.
they will come in handy tomorrow if we fight in the arena, if it comes to that.
No matter.
I'll keep the polym. Did you hear someone say something? I don't think I'll play tomorrow.
It's the wolf. No, I'm sorry. Carry on.
What the?
I'll keep that one in my back pocket in case we need it.
Good. Well, I guess we should. Then you saw looks past at the devastating marks. I
Mark
think
is the
we
one
should.
levitating.
Well, I don't know who fucking levitating. Briar's levitating, I guess. Doesn't matter. Like those goobers over there. Yeah, no, he says is like, I think we should rest for the rest of the day, and tomorrow we'll hopefully be less drunk. We'll prepare for. I think we have to prepare for a fight.
Probably. Or something else. Who knows?
He says, he says that to Cardinal, but also he's like, he will quickly head over to Mox. Just to say, do you understand that? Did you hear that? Mox.
Yep. I heard
Might be a fight tomorrow, so you should prepare for that. Your spells, understood?
Yep.
What I'm getting at.
We're gonna definitely prepare something good.
Hmm.
And I think
Gage is just drifting around.
there's got to be some healing. Oh man.
Good. Well, if that's understood, let's push Briar out of the way as I turn back around. Just like push her to the side as she levitates away. And we should rest for the rest of the evening.
Should I roll what I just suggested to you real quick, Ty?
Uh-huh. Yeah, just roll a flat d20 for me.
Okay.
Oh, flat d20? Okay.
Yep.
It's gonna be flat.
Not level 20. Guys, we need those tomorrow. Stop.
Stop using
Stop
the
it.
d20.
Stop, guys.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, flawless.
You're using them all.
Perfect.
So it succeeded?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, with a nat 20, yes. Yeah, very, very much so. I'm just double checking some stuff.
I guess there's... if we're heading in, there's one last thing I want to do. I think I want to scry today.
Okay.
Just got an idea. I just want to picture. I always have trouble reminding myself of that. I should be scrying more to check on things. I have the ability to, right? So I feel like I should be using this more often. But yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
Unless something else happens, anyone else wants to do something, I will just do a quick scrying. I think we haven't checked on RN for a while, so I wanna check on that. See how close we are to the end of the world and all that.
I'm gonna circle back to you just so it gives me a minute to think. I've got to just think about how much time has passed. Do you remember the date that you checked on her last?
The date? Like, in-game date?
Yeah.
No, I could not possibly tell. Especially with the whole Feywild thing we had going on, I have no clue.
Let me have a... No, okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean, I guess if we started the Feywild thing at the 17th, since, apparently no time has passed. Actually, negative time has passed, so...
Can you do me a favor? Can you open up... You have Simple Calendar. You will have Simple Calendar.
Yes.
Yep.
Are you able to add notes to it?
Today, configure, search, notes, yes. Okay. No, I can't add any, but I can open them. I can't add anything.
Okay. That's fine. I might have to change that here. No problem. Oh, add notes. Here we go. I can just add it. There you go. You do it now?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There you go. I'll try and remember this as well, but it might be useful if we start adding notes to when certain things happen. Might be a bit much, but either way, let me cycle through and see what other people want to do. I'm going to get to Briarheart and Mox last because I fear the chaos, honestly. So, Harkin, what are you doing this evening? Is there anything you want to do?
I mean, I have to check my spells for tomorrow to set some stuff, but I wanted to ask Cardinal, does your cathedral prevent scrying magic and the like from spying upon people on the inside?
I'd have to remember the spell. I don't use the spell at all, I don't think. Does it let you scry over planes?
I don't really know how scrying exactly works.
I don't use it enough to know, but I'm assuming you have to be on the same plane.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would know. You're a high-level, fucking wizard. Scrying is indeed on the same plane of existence. There is some caveats to that. So scrying with like a crystal ball or some things like that. Mm-hmm. There are some things that do allow you to bypass that stipulation, but just base scrying, same plane of existence.
Well, if it's just normal, and you're not using any fancy magic item or pairing it with another spell as a ritual of some sort, normally, no. It has to be on the same plane, and the cathedral is on a different plane.
Right, that's good to know. Hey, you check one last time tonight to see if we're being watched with detect magic.
I can check now if you want, before I sit
Yeah.
down to write. I'll have a little check now. This detect a magic.
Mario?
Detect
Yep.
magic.
No idea what's happening. Go ahead and roll me a d20 for spell search, first off. Pretty pleased. Lame. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't search. In terms of magic that you detect within 30-foot range, you get nothing. Obviously, all of everything that you would expect to get.
Yeah.
Nothing additional.
Okay. I don't know if the room is completely 30 foot, but I'll just like walk down to cover the whole room and then go back and sit down.
No. You check the whole room, have a good wander around. Roll me a perception as you're doing this.
Sure. Oh, I don't know why I clicked disadvantage. Whoops.
Not sure. 12 is. Let me see what the first one is. 15 is the first one. I'm going to message you something. You do see one thing that seems a little bit out of place. That seems a little bit bizarre. This isn't through the detect magic. This is just as you're like wandering around the room.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I've just sent that to you in a private message.
Okay.
That's the
Then
only
I
thing.
will,
Other than that, everything's clean. Nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Don't get
I will. Sorry. I will head back and sit down. No, I am. Amos is quite visibly found something a little funny. No, in regards of magic and people listening, we're good on that. There's nothing out of the ordinary.
But in something else, what's so funny?
You don't see it.
You mean those two floating about?
No, not them. I'll lean in closer, and I will also very quietly whisper and notify Harkin.
Send Harkin a little private message. Sure, go ahead.
Of course.
I'm also going to... Yeah.
I squint and I look after hearing that.
Is someone scrying on us?
Do I see it now that he's pointed it out, Tony?
From where you are, yes. Yeah, I think so.
I'll say no more on the matter. Not my business, but I will sit down and ignore it. Very well done. I'll say no more.
What are you guys giggling about over there?
It's a... you wouldn't understand it. It's a surface dweller joke thing. It's good fun. Good humor.
He looks,
Those two are gonna
looks so confused, like he doesn't get what he's not supposed. What the hell? That's the stupidest thing he's heard in a while.
Those two are gonna have one hell of a headache when they wake up tomorrow. That's
part of the fun.
Yeah, with that, I will retire for the evening. I'm gonna look at my spells and prepare for tomorrow.
No problem. Thank you. All right, perfect. Duncan, is there anything that you're wanting to do? Just in like you got like an hour or two spare this evening where nothing's going on. Do you want to be doing anything during this time?
I am at some point going to retreat to the extra room.
Yeah, I was wondering. I feel like you should definitely use that. You paid for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Manny a hug before I go.
Oh, weird. All right.
I don't know why I need it
Very
so
well.
bad, but here you go. And
Manor was a bit
Fireheart's kind of like
confused,
floats
but
by and like offers
he's
a
not
hand
gonna
for a
say
high
anything.
five as she's floating.
yeah, I'm just gonna high five everybody as I leave. And I'm gonna retreat to my room, and I do want to do some stuff. Let me see. I have it noted down some here because I wanted to do this 4 sessions ago, but
Oh god.
days are really long in our campaign. And if I remember, yes, I remember. Okay,
We
cool.
could play double session lengths. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with that too.
Hell yeah.
Guys.
Don't throw it out there. We're all up for it. Let's
You shouldn't have said. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's open the door. It's locked.
Jesus
Here.
Christ, man! Fucking close the door behind you. Jeez, God.
Yeah, I have.
I already did. I went and did it for you. It's just...
There we go. Okay, cool. So first of all, let's play a card.
Oh god.
I have this sunny sunny card I want to play.
Also, damn, Ty, give this man some lights in that room. It's like pitch black in there.
It's fine. I have dark
Need
vision.
'em.
Yeah, it's just like this. It's supposed to be like the luxury. Like, oh, come on.
I'm actually not going to turn on the light. Just going to leave
Oh, okay.
it darker.
Never mind that.
So, first things first. So let's play this card. As a bonus action, I get melee weapons for 1 minute. Natural melee weapons for 1 minute. So I'm gonna grow some claws, small little claws.
What freaking? Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly that one.
That means it.
And that's. I'm gonna leave little cryptic messages around the room, like find the sword.
Oh, like in scratches.
Yeah, in scratches exactly. Like
Yeah.
sort of. I'm not exactly sure what matches it because I forgot to note those down, but it's gonna be something along the lines like find the sword, become immensely powerful, all hail the Raven King, shit like that. That would tempt somebody into like joining a cult, I guess, because that's the point I'm trying to do.
Okay, are these
And-
all in common? Undercommon? What language? are you
Undercommon.
using?
Undercommon.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it in my room, and I'm gonna grab something from the bar, and I'm on my way back. I'm just gonna scratch something like that when nobody sees me on some under, I don't know, I'm painting or in a small corner somewhere. So like all around the place where I can leave them, I'm gonna leave cryptic little messages like this.
Make me a stealth roll because you I think you have advantage on this as well because there are 2 guards outside that if you go anywhere they will be closely watching you.
Yeah.
You know, your specific guards, not just general guards. Okay. Yeah. Let me roll a. I think the only thing that beats this is a d20. That is not. So yeah, you managed to just distract the guards momentarily. It's only for like a split second, but that's all you need is you just quickly claw a message scratch into the wall. These natural claws are very, very useful.
Yeah, so outside the room, there are going to be short messages like, hail the Raven King and just a raven, maybe somewhere, stuff like that. Small things I can do in like a couple of seconds. But inside the room, they're going to be longer, like under the desk, like immense power awaits those who follow Raven King, find the sword, hold on to power, stuff like that. Just stuff that somebody would like be weird, cryptical enough they would actually be interested in. So I'm gonna spend like maybe, I don't know, as much as I can doing that, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you can spend a while doing that. Do me a favor, Rom. I want to check for this in general, and I think the best check here is going to be persuasion, sort of to test your copywriting skills, see how well you do at recruitment and all the back of these messages.
Ooh, nice.
All right, nice. Obviously, these won't have any immediate effect, but you have scrolled a nice set of messages all over the place. We will see what consequences there are of this.
Okay, cool. So that's one.
Yep.
The other thing I want to try is see if I can sense the dagger anymore.
The dagger?
The dagger and the sword. But in order. First the dagger, then... I think the dagger is possibly still with Kinro, not sure. And the sword, I believe it's lost. But if I can, see if anybody found them or is using them or anything like that.
So let's start with the dagger. Go ahead and roll me a religion check, please.
Can I interject here real quick?
Yeah.
Kinro doesn't have the dagger or the sword. The person who has the dagger right now was, and mind me, I cannot remember his name, but it was a drow wizard that came with us one time.
Zilros
has a dagger.
Oh.
As well as all the scrolls.
Yeah, get your scrolls back. Get your scrolls back.
Fucking killer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He had a fucking really good one as well.
Yeah, get his fucking staff.
Fucking time stop! Dude, fucking time stop!
Rob his ass.
Sorry, Ty. I just wanted it to be clear that where that dagger was, because I didn't know.
Find him, beat him up in an alleyway.
No, I appreciate that. I couldn't remember that off the top of my head anyway. Fuck me, dude.
Oh boy.
Nice.
All right. Well, you definitely remember. You definitely remember. Yeah, go ahead. Let's do them at the same time for the rolls. Go ahead and roll me another religion for the sword. Do it again. Okay, thank you for.
Still pretty good. Still really good.
All right, both very good. You reach out. It's a moment of quiet. It is a moment where you haven't really. It's a moment that you haven't had for a long time. The reasoning for that is, you've been out in the jungles. You've been constantly assaulted or probed or just annoyed by Yuanti. Off the back of that, you were in some weird glade with sort of magic outages, like missing magic, being watched over by weird, like Fomorian seers that are cursed, leading into the Feywild with everything that happened there. And I mean, you obviously the most traumatic part of that was meeting the Yinwus, absolutely despicable creature. What a weirdo. But this is a moment in a tavern where you have been able to rest a little bit, be at relatively more ease, do whatever you want, be a little bit more comfortable. With this, as you reach out, you do feel both of them. You can feel them at a large distance here. And as you begin to effectively meditate, try and reach out towards them, you can feel something important. They are both still on the same plane of existence to you currently. You also have, throughout being a warlock, a familiar sort of essence of summoning weapons to you. You've done it before. So with that in mind, as you reach and try to meditate and reach out and pull the dagger to you, go ahead and roll me a flat d20. This is not a skill check per se. I just need a flat d20, please.
The suspense is killing me. Duncan.
Duncan, do you want me to roll?
Duncan?
Second Duncan.
Second.
I guess I could do it.
No, hang on.
Don't fuck this up!
Don't mess.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he's
He's typing.
He's typing it.
Mike died.
Mick died.
Mike died.
Oh.
Damn it, Mike.
Second Duncan.
Oh man.
Technical difficulties. We'll be back in one moment.
Are you back?
No.
I mean, I don't feel like your mic dying stops you from rolling the d20. You know what I mean?
But he wants to get the live action reaction.
I feel I have a horrible feeling there's an actually. It's my GM nerves.
Oh,
Actually, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm gonna be 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab ice. Sort out your problem and
It's not your problem.
sort yourself out.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Discord disconnected me for like 1 second and I couldn't hear. So you said they were both, and I lost like the 3 words after that.
Oh,
Everything else.
stepped away. They're both on the same
They're
plane.
both on the same plane. So they're both on the
on the same
material plane still with us. And then you wanted you to roll a d20.
D20. Okay, cool.
He always said like you have like a connection. You know, you have done it before, like summoning weapons.
my gosh.
Summoning weapons and the like. You know.
How do you do this? How do you do this before Ty comes back?
Right click.
Right click it.
Too late,
Right click it and delete it.
Actually.
Use my inspiration.
It's okay, I have inspiration. I'm gonna roll it again.
Ooh.
It's better
Oh,
than
come on, man.
You know I can hear you when I go somewhere, right?
I know. Good. I always try to cheat honestly. So,
If you like, you use my inspiration to reroll that again.
nah, it's fine. I know that's up to you. Waste everybody's inspiration. Maybe you guys want to do something with it.
Like right before the arena.
I can't believe we waited so long for a one. Unfortunately, with a 1, well, with a 6, you did use it. But a 6 is unfortunately still not enough. You reach out, you find the dagger, sort of as almost a spiritual thing, almost as if seeing it in some ghostly form, very long way from you at the moment. It's as if you can just see it as a speck on the horizon through everything that exists between it. And as you reach out for it, nothing happens. As it comes to the blade, you can see this in a similar manner. Ghostly form, sort of flickering and spectral. And as you do so, you can feel that this is a lot closer. And I need a d20, please.
So the first one was the dagger.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
First one was the dagger. The second one is the blade of the Deathwalker. Unfortunately, an 18 doesn't do it. So
What?
the dagger, with it being a more complex task, was a 20. The blade is a 1920.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm afraid.
Do be like that.
That's a slow chest.
You,
Okay, somebody will find them.
You feel the blade sort of flickering, moving, almost like shaking in its place. You can't see what is around the blade at the moment. Like, you just see the blade, almost as if it is suspended in pure darkness. And you realize that you are seeing it in like real space, but just silver flickering, like smoking almost. And as it shakes and sort of your hand almost reaching out towards it, you can tell it's almost like jammed, stuck. It wants to return to you, but it is, with the amount of power that you are pulling upon at the moment, just physically not possible.
Okay,
Is
fair
it
enough.
still stuck in a frog?
Yes. No.
It is
I
not.
thought it was at the
it's
bottom.
not in the. Yeah,
I thought
Not
it was
the
the bottom
frog
of
anymore?
something. It's like the
Oh.
bottom of the freaking.
it's at the bottom of that. Yeah. But it's
It'd just be
actually-
funny if he like tries to reach out for it, missed it by 1, and then he just like pulls his hand away and he gets splashed in the face with a bunch of water. He's
It's when you know like blindly reach into something and like you actually, instead of grabbing, you like push it accidentally further away from you and like, damn it, you know.
It's like it's in water. He's like
touched it for a moment, but you
try
push
to
it
grab
away
it in the
again.
water.
With that, like,
shifts every
frustrating.
time you try to reach for it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Next time he
Uh,
reaches
hate
for
that.
it, he's
Hate
accidentally going to pull one of those devil frogs out instead into the
Yeah, he pulls a whole frog.
I think personally the best thing would be if you reached out to it and you managed to pull it towards yourself. Suddenly you just get like a ton of experience from killing one of the frogs. Just ding, 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 ding.
Shink.
Level up, level up, level up.
Okay, so next step. I'm assuming that the blade isn't wielded by anybody, but I think that the dagger might be wielded by somebody.
Potentially.
Yeah. So can I use, I don't know, maybe some of my spell slots or some energy of some sorts to channel something into the blade? Like I want it to radiate. Use me, feed me, just in case somebody's holding it. Okay, cool. I want to do that. What will it cost me?
Call it a demon blade.
Sorry?
So some people might call it a demon cursed blade. You know, when it starts spouting shit like that.
Don't you worry. My trademark.
How many third level spell slots do you want to use?
So I have 3 left. Can I use one each? Actually, no. Let's use 1 for the sword because probably nobody's around, and 2 for the dagger.
So this is to like send a message to compel the user or the wielder to use the weapon. That was my understanding. So it wouldn't have any effect on the sword because it's not being used.
Okay. Now, so basically, I want whoever is holding it to hear the voice of the Raven King telling him to use the sword. Not necessarily right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Just to make use of me, you know.
Exactly.
So with the sword, you want to do it in case somebody picks it up.
Yes. Because I don't know if somebody picked it up or not. I cannot see around the sword, so I still want to use the spell sword for that.
Understand.
I know it's
we can 100% do that. Okay. This is not technically a spell. It's not an official, there's no nerdy wizard has concocted this in a tower somewhere. However, for the sake of what it is, because you are reaching out, because you have arcane influence, I would require, you're going to do it twice to begin with, so roll me 2d20, please.
2d20.
Oh, wow.
So, roll me another one. Okay, cool, perfect. We're going both ways with this. Okay, the first one has a positive boost, as it were. The second one has a negative. I need to find my
roll table.
Roll me a D6 and a D100, please. Okay, wrong way.
Is the room going to explode now?
As you do this, no, that's a minor surge. Yeah, 1 is major, 2, 3 moderate, 4, 5, 6 minor. So as you do this, there's I'm actually gonna flavor this in a way that Manny's gonna be very pleased. There's a small burst of energy that radiates out from you all around this room. Oh, are you in this? Wait.
No, he moved to a different room.
No, but why am
He's
I
over here on the left.
I'm here.
Sorry, on my screen, Manny is here.
What the?
What?
It's not on mine.
No,
I'm over here.
He's over here.
Yeah, no, I can see it anyway.
Not on the-
No, you've moved now, but how weird.
Manny, can I
What's on
have
my
some
screen?
privacy, please?
I'm sorry, no, I'm not sure how I got in here.
This is what happens when warlocks do religion stuff. I see
The light.
I see the
Oh,
sword.
hey.
As you do, there is a burst of like flame. It creeps around the room, causing almost like a ripple effect that you see as light radiates out. As it strikes the fireplace, it lights up. And there is now a roaring fire that immediately starts kicking out heat towards you as the room is now lit up. And that is just the little surge there.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. That wasn't a surge, that was exactly what I wanted to do. That was planned. Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a d10 as well, please. Okay. As you do this, both are successful. And you feel as you reach out to the blades, you infuse them with a something of yourself. Go ahead and give me another persuasion roll. This is going to be effectively setting the DC for if somebody picks these up or if somebody is already wielding them, on how convincing your essence forcing them to use the weapon is. DC 19 is pretty spicy. So there will
somebody in your other campaigns is gonna kill somebody.
Well, you said not immediately use, just like in general use.
I know.
That would be very terrifying.
I'm just joking. They're not gonna kill the party member. I mean, I don't care.
It would be very funny. It would be very funny.
I will.
It would not be the first time you influenced a different campaign.
No, it really wouldn't. I don't think Duncan realizes quite how influential he's been on other campaigns. I know you know quite a lot of it, but there's a lot.
More than this one, huh?
Wow.
Okay.
More, but a lot. Like, because it's several campaigns as well. So once you start combining them up, anyway.
Nice. Okay.
He doesn't know he already has a cult.
That's one thing I wanted to do, and that's done now. So the other thing is, I think I asked you last time, is at some point, am I able to use the Raven King's mantle to use it as part of the armor I'm wearing?
Oh, that.
Or do I need a wizard or some kind of crafting guy for that? Somebody, an enchanter or something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Would I be able to do it myself?
I remember talking about this one before. No, it will be easier than combining the two effects, but it's still not something you can do in a tavern on your own.
So I would need an enchanter or something like that.
You need something along those lines, especially with the mantle being what it is. Like, it's a very strong thing by itself, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Cardinal and Mox later if they can help. Okay, and the final thing, and then I promise I'm done, is I want to reach out to the ghost. It's been quite a while, and maybe she's lonely.
Oh, like Becky.
After you got her killed in that snake fight.
Yeah, true. Which just because I want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Which one are we talking about?
The one that what's the name of the Feywild? The Fey Queen. Sorry. So the one with the Fey Queen. Sorry, not Fey Queen. What was the name of the Fey deity? Yeah, that's the one that we met in the Underdark. The one that I had the crown from, Twisting Bear crown. So she helped me pacify the one that was haunting me, if you remember. It was way back.
That's what I thought you might have meant.
Yes.
Yeah. The
Ravana, or I think it was her name. If I
that
remember.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, different one to I think what other people were thinking. So I'm glad it clarified. All right.
You want to reach out to her?
No, not to Ravana, to the ghost. That's
that's what I'm saying. You want to do that?
the ghost is still around. It's just not been freed yet. I have to do that part. I think that was the deal, right?
I'm just saying, maybe you should maybe it's better. It's quiet,
No, I want to free it.
All right. Hey, you're the boss.
Yeah, we decided it deserves peace. So.
Okay. You can sense. Well, actually, when I say you can sense, roll me another religion check, please.
Wasn't that the deal we made? Am I mistaken there?
Yeah, but yes, no, you're not mistaken. You can definitely sense them. They are still, at least for the time being, suppressed. You can feel that it's kind of like locked away. Like, it's very much the same feeling that you get with magic. In the same sense of, like, when you pull magic from the weave, you are sort of manipulating it to pull strands through the fabric, right? Like you understand there's like something on the other side. This feels very similar. So it feels like there's a fabric mesh around something like being dragged back, and you can almost see it sort of forcing its way against the edges of this as it tries to break out and get back to you. You can feel it struggling. You can feel its like annoyance, its pain, its anguish toiling in your mind. You can reach out to this and you can break it. I don't require a check. But breaking this weave is irreversible. If it is freed, it is freed.
Okay. So let me just clarify. It's been so long, maybe I have it all wrong. So the idea is Ravana helped me silence it for a little while until I can help it move on. I think that was the idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So let's see. Are you ready to move on? I'm gonna start with a simple question.
You cannot talk to it.
Oh, I cannot talk to it. I can only sense it.
You can sense where it is. You can feel it, but it is fully restrained at the moment. So, like in theory, you can talk to it, but you don't know if it can hear you, and it definitely can't reply at the moment.
Ah, okay, that's the part.
What I'm saying is, like, you can free it now if you want, but it will return to the state that it was in before, where it is just fully unleashed.
I guess you have to just...
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble, I guess.
Yeah, you just have to know if you're ready or not for trying to now put it to rest.
Do I have any idea what putting it to rest would involve if I free it right now?
You do not. No. Which is a pretty good sign that probably not ready. Especially with that 29 roll. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna spend a bit of time, like, instead of trying to channel, like, chaos, like I did sword and the dagger, into channeling, like, calming energy. I am the pond, as Kinro would say. Towards that weave.
Okay.
Just trying to, like, communicate on a surface level, sort of like, maybe we can just relax, calm down, if we can find a way out of this. Something along those lines. So just meditate for a bit.
This feels like a potentially a amusing role for it, but I honestly think this is probably the thing that fits the closest. Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check, please.
I mean, you just made my cost level. I think that's an insult. Maybe we should get that now.
Need Manny here. Yeah, he's pretty good at those.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad for me.
Roll me an insight.
Insight.
This is for something slightly different.
I like it more when you make me roll things I'm good at. Oh!
You know, we gotta have a healthy mix of both. You've rolled some pretty fucking good checks tonight. Couple above 30, I think.
Let's
28.
Let's keep doing that. I can decide with my stats. Can I do that?
The animal handling check is you try and reach out and you try and like soothe and you try and calm them down. There really doesn't seem to be a huge effect. There is a very, very slight effect. And you are not sure if it is a calming effect or if it is momentary confusion as they feel you reach out towards them. But with the insight, it is clear that whilst they're not able to communicate back to you, there is some limited communication you are able to have with them.
Okay, so Rich can probably sense hear what I'm saying, but can't actually do anything.
Reply.
Yeah,
okay.
basically.
Means you can torture the absolute shit out of her if you want.
That's what she did to you. Isn't that great?
Yeah, but that's not very godlike, is it not?
You make the rules, man. You're the god.
Sure, in the long run, that will go wonderfully.
Set the precedent now.
I release it. It's gonna. Yeah, I release it. It's gonna kill me now. Okay. Pissed off at this point.
A little bit.
It's like if I ever get out of here. Okay. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. I think. Yeah. Cannot remember anything else. If there was anything else, I forgot. No, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's good. Amos, you are. What are you doing? I forgot.
Spells.
Yeah, I figured that was probably the case. Okay, beautiful.
Sure.
Harkin, I know I asked you before. Briarheart and Mr. Mox. I can't select. There's weird things happening with some of the tokens for me tonight. Oh yeah, it says you're in a different place too. Mox, you're here for me, but your token is here. But I can only select it and see all the things there. Yeah, it's some weird stuff happening. Either way, what are the two of you doing?
Since Lotte is worn off, Briarheart has floated down onto one of the beds. But she does bounce up and, up back onto her feet, stumbling a little bit.
Yep.
Is Mox still flying?
No, Mox also came down when you did. And he goes, I think Manoroth needs me to prepare something for something tomorrow. There's definitely I'll be right back. And Mox is gonna turn around and then he's gonna collapse.
Ooh, on the stone floor. Ow.
Onto a bed or under the floor?
The bed is also stone.
I don't really know.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, the beds are quite thin. Okay, nice. Hearth is out. Beautiful. I love it. All right, let's jump over to Manoroth.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's fine if you just want to message me what happens and we keep moving because it has already been 2 hours technically and we're still in the tavern. So maybe to keep things moving, you just message me what I see and we just keep going. I feel like maybe that would save some time. I didn't expect Duncan to just do 30 things.
That's all right. I mean, we can.
Which was very cool and very fun. It's just we wanted to go places today, and I feel like this might not work out.
We can be halfway through by now, man.
All right, yeah, you say so. Sure. No, if you think it's quick, you know best. I was just suggesting it.
It's scrying. You're not going to get a huge amount of information. You're just, basically you'll figure out that the scrying won't work. You'll know why that is. No, I'm kidding. What does it look like as you're scrying in this fashion?
I think. Oh man, I've done it in the past, but I barely remember how I did it. Well, like I said, it would be. It has been quite some time. Just for everyone else too. The scry. Last time I scried was the day before Kinro left.
Duncan, can you mute yourself? Thank you.
But yes, basically, he just sits on the side of the bed, slightly elevated stone platform, and he just takes out the compass and he sort of holds it in the Devastator, and I think sort of with the Devastator sort of connection to psychic power and magic and whatnot, it sort of lights up a little bit the Devastator as I use the magical item in the same hand, and I probably just close my eyes as the compass opens and spins around, and I'll get whatever vision, hopefully, maybe, whatever it means, the scrying. Hopefully, some sort of visual.
You see, as you sort of relax into the scrying and your vision blurs, it's something at this point you are relatively used to. As your vision disappears, there is a ripple. Everything changes, everything switches, and your vision settles on a hillside. You appear to be on a cliff, small cliff, not huge, but looking out over rolling hills. There is a bright light in the distance. Everything is dark. The skies are open, almost unnaturally beautiful with sort of swirling stars. Until you look to where the bright light comes from, and it's not immediately clear what the light is. It's too bright, and with the darkness around it, it sort of blinds you to everything else, to the point where it's difficult to make out what it is. However, closer to you, on top of this small cliffside, it is at the edge of a meadow. There's a small fence a little bit further back, probably put up by a farmer. But you see the site of a small camp, and there. Hang on, I just want to clarify. Who are you scrying on?
Ara.
Okay, I just want to. I don't think that was ever. And as I was about to describe it, I was like, I don't think he actually said it was. Okay, but that's good. We're on the same page. You see Ara. She is sat by the very low burning fire at this moment. It's basically just coals. There is something noticeably vastly different about Ara, something you haven't seen before, and that is what she's wearing. She seems mostly the same. Her hair is tied back, but usually when you see her, she is quite elegantly dressed. It is not the case. Now she's in leather armor, studded leather armor.
Oh, okay.
You can see some mismatched sort of military gear, very practical, very worn, marked with recent battles. And you can see her adjusting one of the gauntlets on her arm. Clearly, it is sort of uncomfortable. It's a little bit mismatched, doesn't really fit her very well. It's kind of been scavenged, you can tell. And you can tell she's sort of listening to what's going on around as she's sort of leaning a little bit to hear what's going on. Her expression is very calm, but you can see she seems to always be scanning. She's always ready. She's still a little bit on edge. You see a bugbear lounging on a log nearby, not very far away, sharpening a blade. Just looks like a hunking chunk of metal. Like it's not a very well-made blade, but still sharpening it nonetheless. Very slow, very deliberate strokes of a whetstone, humming something deep, something wordless sound that seems to be mainly just to keep silence at bay. And you see a man, hood up, just huge, big, heavy crossbow by their side, sits cross-legged against a mossy pack, looking into the fire from the other side. He seems to be laughing, just very softly. And you can see from time to time he holds up a chunk of meat into the air, and you just see as a hawk descends, like grabs it and flies off. There's a few other people dotted around, but you recognize the bugbear and you recognize what appears to be a ranger of some form. The others you don't recognize as much. The other two were there the last time you described. The other ones are new. And they seem to be more at the edges of the camp, sort of keeping watch. There's three of them, in fact, that are stood at the edge of their cliff, their backs to the fire, watching out towards where that bright light is. And you can't really make out who they are because they're just silhouetted against the bright light and the darkness. The mood seems warm, like it seems there's a jovial air to it, despite caution and tension that clearly underlies it all. They are trying to be They are trying to be happy, effectively. It's not quite restful, but it is something close. You see somebody appearing from the darkness, limping slightly, carrying a bundle of firewood they're bringing up. There is the occasional sound of laughter that you hear, which is a sound that almost takes you by surprise. And you realize what you see, that is the bright light that several of them are watching. In the distance, a city is burning.
I thought as much.
This continues for some time. Some form of elf that you've not seen before is the one tending to the fire. They're very slow, very deliberate about it. Like I said, they seem to be limping, so injured in some form. Ara continues to mess with gear. People tend. There's always a small song that somebody begins to sing at some point. If you join in, there's a few words of sort of joking swapped. The only piece of information that you pick out that seems to be relevant to you is that they plan to head east. You catch a stray comment towards the end about heading east tomorrow. But it's it's just met to a bunch of agreement, people sort of nodding and not much else to it.
Interesting. Okay. I was actually I was gonna ask, like, can I sort of tell what direction they were going to head or heading right now, or from the city location? What I say? Well, yeah, no, you answered that already before I asked, so that's great. That was gonna be my question, so that's awesome.
From what you can tell at the moment, they appear to be south of the city. Yeah. Perfect. But with that, everything fades, and you'll find yourself back in the tavern.
Oh, that was awesome. Hell yeah. I see. Alright. No, that is satisfying.
Alright. With that said, Amos.
Just one last thing. Can I tell how far south they would be right now?
Roll me a
how
survival.
distant is that burning city?
Roll me a survival.
Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Next time.
No, I mean, it's hard to tell just because of the light, the fact that your view is slightly blocked. There's not really much of a reference. Could be a few miles, could be half a mile. That light is going to carry quite far, but
all right,
somewhere in that range, half a mile to, I would say, maybe a maximum 3 miles away.
All right.
With that said, Amos, you are copying over your scrolls. Very much in your own little world at the moment, but you get a sense of something watching you. There is something. Its eyes linger upon you.
Does it feel supernatural or just like a sixth sense, something in the room?
I would say supernatural and a sixth sense. As you look up, you see Briarheart watching you closely.
Oh.
As she notices you looking at her, she kind of tucks, she kind of throws a blanket on the bed over Mox and stands up. You asking if you can do something?
Can I help you?
Oh, I just remember that you mentioned earlier, maybe. So would this be later?
Are you heavily intoxicated currently?
Well, I mean,
And you
yeah,
when you speak to
but
me sound of mind?
depends on the definition.
Okay. Well, remind me what we're speaking of?
You mentioned something about playing with my blood later.
Maybe not in a literal sense that I will. I mean, I could. Playing with blood is quite dangerous. I think it was in context of blood was spilled, right? And we were talking about you were fine with, oh, it's just a little bit of blood spilled, and then I was saying that blood spilled can be dangerous in the wrong hands. I'm not an expert. It depends if I'm an enemy, friend or foe, but I'm a friend, so no. I don't really dabble in, was it hemocraft, as some would call it, or hemoji, I don't know. You seem to dabble in it more than most.
Yeah, tends to be with stuff like curses.
How does that work exactly?
She thinks for a moment. You know how when you see someone hurt, how you feel it, kinda?
How I feel someone hurt?
Like if you see someone hurt, you feel a bit. She paused for a second, just trying to think of like a better way to word it. She kind of like. She kind of comes down back to onto the bed. Like if you feel like if you see someone who gets paper cut, I guess. You sometimes you remember like how it feels when you get a paper cut?
I remember. Like you say I was to stab you, I won't, but stab you, then I can be like, oh, I can imagine how that feels. You feel something similar?
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to get at? Okay. And that's how your power works? What you imagine happening to someone else happens?
I reflect the kind of it kind of works with how that feels.
You harm yourself.
Except I can make them
and
feel it
others
without hurting
feel
others.
it.
Sometimes I need to hurt myself for that, but often I'm playing with how that works with other people, or just could be anything.
So, is it strictly the blood that you? Is it imbue power? It could be anyone's blood, any blood at all. So if I cut myself now, can you do something without touching me or the blood?
No, my blood's a way of channeling it.
Oh, now that makes sense. I've heard of such a thing. I've never seen it, never sought to see it. I get a little squeamish when it comes to a lot of blood. Don't tell the others. Don't patronize me either. It's not nice. Blood is just not nice in general. No. But, I do respect your arts, if that's what you can call it. I'm not gonna knock you for it. I'm like, oh, that's a terrible thing to do. You know, each to their own. I suppose it has its own interesting properties. What else do you do with it?
Well, if... One second, I'm looking at abilities. Sometimes with relics and stuff, I can more easily sense what kind of past it has.
Through your blood?
Kinda, but that... It's a talent that I picked. It's a talent that I picked up from. That might be more something I picked up from my mother's.
That makes a lot more sense. I don't think hags work within the natural order of things.
Why should they?
They would be a lot less dangerous if they could.
Well, danger's inherent in the world. What fun would it be if it was all safe?
I suppose you have There's truth in your words. A little excitement, a little rush is good, a little thrill. But I don't like the feeling of losing my life, so I like to keep things modest. A little less dangerous than most, but I think since joining this little group, it has increased my chances of dying quite rapidly. This is probably the most exciting and terrifying thing I've ever done.
This talk, or?
Oh, of course, this is riveting. No, the whole adventure thing. I've done it before, I've done things before, but nothing to this magnitude.
Yeah, this seems to be a longer term thing. I'm more used to hunts. Have you hunted a bulla before?
Definitely not. Why would you do such a thing like that? Leave them alone.
Oh, their scales are good for certain trinkets that granny could make.
I'll leave that to your granny. You have a granny?
Yeah.
Your mothers have a mother?
Well, they're all part of the same coven, but...
So your granny, your mother, and your mother?
Granny, mother, and mama.
Ah. I thought they were all three mothers. Your mothers.
Well, they are my mothers. It's just what they're called.
Okay. Just getting a little confused. Fae stuff way over my head. But interesting nonetheless.
Granny's Granny because she's the oldest.
Is that how it works?
Out of character Ty can correct me, like, if I say something wrong. Well, it does... If you hear one called Granny or Auntie, they tend to be more powerful. Granny more so than Auntie.
Right, that's good to know. I'll stay away from those. I'll stay away from them all if I could. No offense. I don't mean any offense. I just rather not mess with those. You seem fine though.
She leans in close, kind of do I?
Not now. You're a little close. But no.
And then she leans back onto the bed, then she leans back with her laughter.
You are a crazy one.
Yep.
But in regards to your blood magic, I hear we're gonna fight tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing what you can do. I don't think I've really seen you do anything.
Well, you've seen my one of my rights. I know that. when we were fighting the dogs.
Oh, well, that's true. That was just a little bit. Hopefully, I test you more tomorrow. I hope you're a better fighter than you are a guide. That's a joke. I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you did better than Moxie's first time in the Feywild.
Good. I tried not to touch anything that I didn't want to.
I was thinking more of the thank yous.
Ah, well. That's what happens when you have manners.
Yeah,
Bad place to be with manners.
Well, no, it's just different manners.
I tried my best, regardless.
Yeah, and I think he still owes me a lot with the thank yous.
That stuff doesn't work out here, does it? Because I'm about to get real rude. Another joke.
Well... It depends. But I usually say yes.
I think I'd like to say no this time. Thank you. Do you feel anything? Did it work?
She kind of like blinks and like, well, what was that supposed to do?
I don't know. There's like a binding thing. Don't you feel me owing you something now? If you don't, it didn't work.
You said no.
Well, you said yes, so I just tested it.
Just disagreeing with me isn't necessarily the thing.
No, I said thank you. You know the whole concept of saying thanks to a fae? You're not supposed to, wasn't that one of the rules? You never say thank you to a fae or something? You get indebted?
Yeah, but I didn't ask for you to agree with me.
No, I think I'm getting a little confused now. I was just testing a theory, it's okay.
Well, I don't see how you can test it if there wasn't anything to test.
Very well. I'm getting a little confused now, but it's okay. I think I'll finish my scrolls. Anything else you'd like to discuss?
Nah, she's just gonna flop down onto the bed that she's on.
Just don't roll this way, you'll mess up my parchment.
Don't tempt me.
I won't. Good night.
Good night.
Beautiful.
Finish my scrolls.
Yeah, you can finish up your scrolls.
Finally, they're fucking done. God, jeez.
In the
It took fucking forever.
The rest of you are unable to get much sleep with the yapping.
Jesus.
Jesus.
But
eventually,
the room is not that big, you know. We're like all in the same fucking room.
Yeah. Eventually, the conversation comes to an end, and you are all able to get some sleep. Go ahead and take a long rest for me, please.
Don't forget to give yourself 10 HP!
I think I gotta make 4 rules for my scrolls. As an Arcana roll, 10 plus the scroll level. I think I can only fail. I have plus 15. I can only fail 6th level and 7th level. I believe it's Arcana 10 plus spell.
I mean, 15. You must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. It does not use Arcana.
Oh, my fault.
All good. All good. DC equals 10 plus the spell level.
Give me a second.
Hmm?
Give me 1 second. There's a lot of copying. Yeah.
Well,
It's
you go by less.
Yeah, I agree.
No, you're fine. You have time. Mox, good job. Removed the level of exhaustion. I think you were the only one exhausted. Looks correct. Yeah, perfect. All right. With that said, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. That's a lie. I'm sorry. We're going to take a 10-minute break. It's going to be 10 minutes. No quicker. No longer. 10 minutes. Guys, thank you very much. And we will be back and we will head out into the world. I'm going to go switch this over.
We ain't making it to the arena, folks.
Yeah, we're going to make it to the arena.
We're not making it to the arena, guys. It's not going to happen today. There's like 3 other spots we were visiting before. This is not going to happen today.
100% making it to the arena. All right, guys, 10 minutes. Be back. Let's break.
for empathy and shit like that.
Just a little heads up.
For empathy and stuff like that, I was playing on that for
I get it.
So you have Arcana checks. How many Arcana checks do you have to make?
1. If
You made it.
16.
Well, you made it.
Yeah, just about.
Cool.
Just about.
Moving
Nice.
on. That was worth a 10-minute conversation.
Yeah.
Next time, just make me an Arcana check. If you're all up to that 20, you can just do whatever you want. Don't worry about the rules.
Am I still poisoned in the morning?
No.
Okay, I don't know how.
You probably feel like it, but not
I don't
mechanically.
drink.
Okay, you'll feel
He's
like
absolutely
shit.
still feeling
The hangover from Mother Nature. as
You're
they call
missing a couple of spots of memory, maybe.
it. Part of your face has been shape-shifting.
No, I don't think that's fair. Actually, you didn't quite get drunk enough for that to be fair. So no, you feel bad. Raised levels of anxiety for sure. but no. Other than that, you're good.
All right.
Not technically poisoned, just spiritually.
Let me cast a million spells. Hold on a sec.
There's a quick thing I wanted to do as a bit of a description thing, because I've never actually done this, because I usually tend to only have a few spells prepared, and that's about it. I never change them out, but today I found that there was a reason to change them out. So what this looks like is Harkin doesn't, of course, have a spell book or anything, but what he does is he pulls out some paper and begins writing down in various symbols the other spells that he wants, and on his arm, right underneath the one, underneath the signage of his oath, are actually arcane symbols for the other spells that he currently has casted. And after writing them all down, choosing the ones that he needs, he recites his oath. The paper burns in divine light, and then the various symbols change out for the new spells that he's now prepared for the day. Literally carrying magic on himself.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Ox, can that search?
I don't know. I don't know if the second one
does.
does.
It's a spell. What is this?
Yeah, well, no, I meant like
I thought that
you
was
roll
the-
2d20s, but it's also a spell, no?
I thought that was part of the when casting spell you roll 2d20s and record those.
No. Hold on. These are the surge rolls.
Oh, those are the search rolls. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's why I stopped rolling.
Oh, I thought those were the 2d20s. You know.
No. Because so the 16 first and this is the second one, and so I stopped at 3 because that is the spell level. But I don't know if the second one searches on low numbers or it's just high numbers. I'm not sure.
Because of the arcane influence, you mean?
Correct.
Yeah, no. Both of them can be surge off high or low. It just the rolling twice just gives you far more chance of something happening. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, is the answer. It does surge. So go ahead and roll me a d6 and a d100, please.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Why do you do this to me? All right. As you cast this spell in the morning, just going about your morning preparations, as is, you feel as your eyes. This is a bit silly for you. You feel as your eyes gloss over. There's a moment where your focus sort of dips out. You lose sort of the ability to focus on anything just for a split moment as everything goes blurry. As it comes back with an additional sharpness. And you see nothing extra. You gain the ability to see invisible creatures for the next minute.
Oh, great.
Nothing there. Assuming you're doing this in the
Figures.
town.
Yeah, figures. Okay. So now.
Like 5 Durgar in a room watching us.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, imagine.
Silently staring.
I'm gonna roll the.
One of them locks eyes and goes like, "Uh-oh." Maybe if I don't move, he doesn't see me.
Yeah.
Changeling's visions is based on movement.
Maybe he just believes some hallucination. He drank quite a lot last night.
True! It'd be hard to discern reality from fiction.
Tactical skill check.
I'm not sure which rolls those ones are, but none of that surges anyway. You're good.
Yeah, that's fine. Those are the actual premonition
Spell.
rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. I just have to decide how I want them.
What's the first 11?
That's Cardinal's surge.
That's Cardinal's surge roll.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's sorry.
I had you in mind. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And you only roll once. Got it. I understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other morning spells that need to be cast?
I believe that's it.
Let me check my spellbook.
Everyone's a fucking wizard. these
Devastator. Douche. I cast.
I
days.
got kill.
You cast your morning spells, do your morning rituals, but you have a busy day ahead, and so soon enough you are on your way out through the tavern. It is completely dead. This morning, the only sound is the sound of heavy snoring coming from one of the doors. It's very loud. Somebody is still sleeping in, having a very good morning. As you make your way out of the room and down the road, the city is already in full swing. You have heard the whistle, very Flintstones-esque whistle to indicate shift change. A bell tolls somewhere in the distance as a cacophony of noise comes from the weight and measure. And you make your way down to fetch the bread at the Bitterbriar Bakery.
So I wanted to ask while we're on the way there, because there's a bunch more interesting names on the screen now than there were before when we moved to the city.
Yep.
Oh, that's why you say we're not making it there. Okay. Yeah, hit me.
No, I just want to ask, do we know what the chain whites and crucible is?
It is a smith.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Well, I just want to know, and you said the weight and measure. What exactly is that? We would have moved past it as well. I think we
Weight
landed
and measure
right next
is a government building. A huge building. It is effectively where miners and other people can weigh and measure goods and things they have found.
Oh, it's like a trade building.
It's what, sorry?
It's like for trading and I guess measuring, yeah.
It's sort of like trading, but it's not like open trading. It's not a market. It is specifically for essentially selling ore and metals and precious gems and things found whilst mining to the city.
And I assume it's bulk then as well, right?
Yeah, it's a big building.
In bulk. Yeah. Huge building. Yeah. Massive building. And it is usually done in bulk, and there are you see the two roads that lead out sort of this way. There are like tracks and things that lead off both of these roads, so that you can bring ore in via carts.
That's cool. I assume that's sort of in connection with the vein and verdict. It's like ore vein. Is that sort of the idea here? It's like a sort of spelunking building.
That
or something?
is actually a law building, settling disputes, almost like a court.
Oh, interesting. Wow. Just wanted to know, since these buildings, we would have walked past these, definitely, so I was curious.
Yeah.
Alright, now let's keep going then.
They're all official government buildings.
Be a bit clear on that weight and measures, and also a bit like you say, you sell to the city, but it's also then, I guess, a trade floor where they say how much value is in iron, for example, at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, does it have like a sort of big what's it called, like a
stock trading?
Like a stock trading thing. I'm imagining, where it's constantly changes depending on instead of digital, it's like stone plates, right? They put new stone plates in. It's this one went up.
I honestly hadn't put much thought into it, but now that you say it, yes, 100%.
That's cool. I love that. That's sick. All right, let's get some bread. I just want to know that. I just was curious.
To streamline something that as well, Ty, along the way, I'm sure we can find a shop where I can buy 2 pouches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pouches?
You can go ahead. Like I said, that's like any general store, whatever. Go ahead and just use the equipment shop and buy yourself pouches. Any like very mundane, basic equipment like that, you can grab very easily in most places.
Yep. Thank you.
I would, by the way, just maybe. I think maybe I would have probably pushed the party to wake up like an hour or so earlier because, as I know, bakeries they probably wake up early to do their stuff. So just so the guy doesn't have to wait for us too long, he probably would get more upset the longer he has to wait for us. So
yeah, 100%.
You know.
Which, if anything, it makes it even more annoying that as you walk into the bakery, there is a loud bark from the back of the shop. You're late.
It's like, no, I'll not. He knows here. I don't have anything to say or defend myself against it. If he says they were late, I guess he's not gonna argue that.
Anybody that has an insight over 12, like passive insight, you're pretty sure he would have said that no matter what time you got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you please keep it down?
No, I don't.
I have a headache.
Don't have a 112 insight.
You have a headache, Ma?
Oh.
Don't yell.
I should have prepared silence this morning.
We're here to get a peruse
scare
and then leave. We'll be quickly out of your hair.
He reaches down to, and there's a stark difference, by the way, in the shop that you walk into. It's still small, it's still cramped, but the difference is it has bread now. You can see that on the racks, like behind where the counter is, all these slanted wooden crates that are filled to the rim with loaves, a lot of them covered over by effectively like just sheets of paper. And you can see in what appears to be like pencil, effectively, names scrawled on all of the crates, clearly all waiting to be picked up or delivered. As you are getting to the shop, you actually see a young-ish Duragar sort of bustling out with 3 of these crates stacked up, barely able to see over the top of it as they're like leaning around the side and like very scurrying, with speed, trying to get to somewhere. And so as you talk about picking up your order, you see him open a pad on the counter. You can't see it because the counter's in the way, but like on the desk, on his desk, just on the other side, opens a book. What was the name?
I think I gave him Terran, right? I think I did that. I'm thinking back. It has been actually a couple sessions now. Terran.
Very good. Already paid. And he turns to grab a crate that has the name Tarrant on it. It's scrawled. Right. I imagine it's like hard to read, but now that he grabs that one, you're kind of like, weird way of writing Tarrant. Kind of just looks like dick.
It's not what I would have done, but all right.
But he grabs the crate, like puts it quite firmly on the counter in front of you, and like pulls the paper back. It's all there. Slams the paper back down and pushes it towards you.
I'll just not grab, and since it's already paid, I think transaction is done, and I begin to leave.
Same again tomorrow.
No, I think this will be enough for now. This will last us a while.
Clearly not too appreciative of that answer, but that's fine. He says no more as he goes back to his work. He walks back into the kitchen where you can see stuff going on. Yeah.
I bought 26 fucking jars of jam of this man. All right, like fucking, he should be happy.
You're a dirt.
Last time was here.
Happiness is a lie reserved for the weak.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
I guess I head out to sort of a spot in front of the bakery that is free and not, I assume there's quite a bustle around, but like, so we're not in the way, and just open the crate real quick to see if, actually, I trust him, and I just want to see it for myself, right?
No, it's all there, and that's why he pulled the paper back when you're in the shop, so you can see that it's, it's clearly all there. And it does smell really good, by the way. As at the moment you walk into the bakery, you're just hit with that, like, it's a cross between the scent of, like, very fresh, beautiful bread, but also the like spices and the sweetness of the berries of the jam and stuff as well. Like stewing apples and stewing berries. You're hit with all of these scents at once. You can almost see to the point where it feels like, as a Durgar, he is actively having to try not to enjoy it.
It's like, well, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take a deep breath in. I can see how this is certainly people's favorite bread, and especially that guy that recommended this shop. Since it's early morning, I would sort of say I think we should quickly sit down. Like I said, somewhere out of the way, so we're not in the way of people, and maybe where there's some heightened, stone platforms or anything, we could just quickly sit out downtown. Like, I think we should take a bite real quick for the rest of the day. Breakfast basically.
Look, I don't want to know how bad your rules or laws are, but is that there are no laws here against like public loitering and eating on the.
I don't think we're in the way of people right here.
All right.
As long as we're shit nuts. So I'm looking around, like, hold on, fucking. Where is it? We wrote those fucking laws down. Actually, where is it?
I'm looking.
Oh, it's in the thing is in
trying to find
the notes channel.
Notes channel.
I don't recall anything about public loitering.
At least not in this kind of way. Ah, shit, where is it? Where's the fucking notes channel?
Don't worry about
it. The one labeled RR.
Oh, yeah, okay. There it is. Says, dear boy, lost train with blah, 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 blood, no, law, medic, I'm not reading it in detail, but I don't see anything like that either, so I think as long as we're not in the way of people, this should be fine. It's not like we're littering anywhere, so we're gonna leave this place clean, like... At least I would like to ask people to leave this place clean. So, just out of the way of people, I'm gonna have, I would say we are gonna have some bread, jam, and we ordered some, what's it called? Pastries, the nightshade, what they're called?
Oh god, man, I forget.
It's been 4 sessions since we started.
Nightshade something.
We also missed a bunch of that.
Nightshade tarts.
Nightshade tarts.
So we got a bunch of loaves of bread and then 12 nightshade tarts we just bought for fun. Extra to that.
Yes.
So each can have everyone can have one of those nightshade tarts, a piece of bread and some jam. I think we're gonna power up with some good breakfast with this, and then we're gonna head out and quickly do the rest of the day, and hopefully get to the arena.
Yeah, as we're eating, Briarheart is resting her antlers kind of gently against the wall, a nearby wall, as she's eating, because I feel twice as heavy right now with her being hungover.
Beautiful. You all have a beautiful breakfast. It is thoroughly enjoyable. They are damn good. They are the perfect combination of sort of sweet with the bitterness of the the tartness, almost like a lemon curd or something, like a citrusy tartness from the berries. There is a little bit of sort of almost like powdered sugar, so they are sweet but not too sweet. They're a little bit sticky, which gives them a really lovely texture, but the pastry itself is still flaky, and they're not quite sticky enough to mess your hands up to the point of being annoying. All around perfect texture, consistency, flavor, wonderful.
Awesome.
honestly quite surprising they're available in Duragar city. No offense.
He was actually trying to not show. Sorry, go ahead.
Harker is eating for a bit, and then he stops and he blinks for a few moments, looks over at Terran. Dude, do you still have that absolute mountain load of pastries we got in the Feywild in your handy haversack?
I took those.
I don't remember who took that absolute mountain of pastries.
I don't know.
Her reaches into her bag and pulls one out.
Yeah, I don't see those in my inventory.
Those still.
So I just checked. I don't think I have those.
Okay. I'm starting to realize we have a surprising amount of baked goods on us. Is all.
Yeah, we do.
Should open our own bakery at this point.
Well, I don't think that's.
We sell second-hand baked goods.
Second-hand bake.
These are vintage.
Vintage?
The spots on them add extra flavor, I'll have you know.
Oh, they would awful flavor.
Under dark.
Give you an extra oomph.
No. Start tripping balls when you eat these anyway.
Fun fact: there is actually a mold or fungus or whatever on wheat that can sometimes make you trip balls.
I don't know. So we'll head to the clock and chain, and then we'll head to. What's his name really? Mergo and Morgon?
Mergrum Morgron. And then after that, the Bloodforged Pits. We didn't early, as we went through the Iron Crucible, we didn't see our orc friend, right? Our orcish friend. She didn't see back.
You did not see it.
Right. Speaking of friends, have our guards changed?
No.
People we could tell.
The reality is they look identical.
So can't tell if we wanted to. We would have to ask them, and I don't think they would answer that.
I will try to take note of their height, because there might be just enough.
They are the exact same height.
Yeah.
They are genuinely the exact same height.
No.
You're only allowed to be a certain height to be part of this guard.
It's maybe something else, but
wait, are they taller than Metro?
They are the exact same height as Metro, but they are wearing helmets that are slightly taller. So,
oh God, so unnecessary, so unnecessary. Let's get you a fucking stupid ass pocket watch, okay? Let's get a fucking credible.
Let's go to the guard.
Manny, go ahead and roll me an insight, please.
Oh, all right. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, that was so long, a 19 on my screen for so long.
You said that.
Let it flip.
There's a lot of Duragar in the city today who are looking at the group disapprovingly, which is not new or surprising. The fact there are so many non-Duragar walking around the city, so blatantly, so openly, clearly adventurers as well, which people typically just don't like. They bring trouble. And then, non-Duragar adventurers as well. But it's different today. And actually, you think that most of the disapproval is aimed at you today.
Fuck.
Mox is going to slip on the helmet of comprehend languages. You guys are so loud today.
Yes, definitely wear the fish helmet that lets you understand what everyone's saying.
I'm looking like myself up and down. Has anything changed?
Actually, a funny note to you after your long rest. Some of the flowers have started to regrow. Which is
all right.
Of note. But other than that, you don't see anything different, no?
Okay. Faustberg, would that, I guess, could that have been?
No.
Is that potentially it?
No, because you're getting way more disapproval than yesterday, and you had the same flowers yesterday, but for a lot of the day, you know.
For most of the day, that is true.
Yeah.
Just trying to think, like, what could this be?
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
You guys keep fucking laughing at me. What's happening here? Let's go get this fucking stupid watch. What are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm not. I have no idea where this is gonna go. Let's go get this stupid watch. Why are you all silent?
You watch as you're finishing your pastries, and Manaroff jumps up and makes his way, like leading the group down the street away from you all.
I mean, you do need to make your own fun down here, clearly.
You jump up, follow behind, and there's just people sort of shaking their heads at you. You hear the occasional tut, even, which especially during this tuts, man. You wind your way through the streets down into the southern part of the city.
Duncan is fucking gone. Of course he's fucking gone now. I was about to ask him something. No, he thinks. There he is.
There we go.
Duncan. Red Egg. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Do you sort of like just whisper? Do you have an idea why everyone seems to be looking at me strangely like this? Like more like they seem to be, for some reasons, particularly disapproving at me. And I've not done anything different.
I'm assuming it's the reason I know, right?
Sorry, repeat that?
I'm assuming I know the reason, right?
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
What the fuck?
No, I have no idea.
Very well. I keep moving.
Great. This is great.
As he leaves, I give him a small hug. I don't know why we keep needing it.
Alright, no, I push him back this time. Okay, what's happening here? Alright. The first time, I was like, whatever, but this is actually weird now.
Oh, laughing at you, don't know.
We just know you're on hard times, Darren, and sometimes you need a hug.
Yeah. Isn't that what
No, I'm
friends are
serious. Leave the fucking jokes for a moment. What is happening?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Darren, come on now. We're just here to help you, as you ask.
Can I roll like a willpower check to see if I burst out laughing?
Sorry, which roll do you want to? What do you want to roll?
No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Lily, something is up here. What is happening?
That's
I
not
lean over
really
to
up,
Mox
it's
and
more
whisper,
like that.
should we tell him?
I did not. You both talked at the same time.
I lean over to Mox like, should we tell him?
Tell him what?
I don't know if we can go back there, honestly. I mean, it's kind of behind us at this point.
The longer you guys take with us, the more mad I will be in the end.
That's why you need them. You get mad. That makes sense.
Okay. I guess the fun is behind us, and we should at least make some effort to make sure he does not fall behind it as well.
If you don't tell him, I will.
Yes.
Aw, you're no fun.
No, don't. It's fun.
No, I think it's funny with us, but here...
It was funny for a moment, but here it's not anymore. So, Taryn. I don't have a mirror. Does anyone have a mirror?
Not say it!
Just take it off.
I'm losing my patience.
Come here, turn around. Come here. I'll walk over.
Yeah, the steel mirror, right? Yeah, that one.
I'll guess if it's on his, if it's just like a bit of paper and cardboard, I'll take it off. And I'll sort of like roll up and just hand it to him. That was on your back.
You see as Cardinal Amos removes a piece of paper from one of the spikes on your back that just says, "Hug me."
Who put that there?
I don't know, I only noticed it. I didn't see who put it on, but...
I thought you put it there.
Who put it there?
Definitely did not. Who's giggling the hardest? That's my guess.
When Amos pointed it out.
You should have pointed that out earlier to me.
Honestly, I
didn't not in the city to be ridiculed.
I thought you just wanted a hug.
Take that paper, scrunch it up. Silence. Let's go.
Oh, he's upset.
He would be cool.
I think he needs a hug.
But just no.
You're allowed. You can get away with saying that. None of the rest of us can.
Someone needs to remind me to be extra careful after drinking.
We'll head over to the clocking chain so Manoroff can buy a chain to strangle us all individual with.
You make your way down the street. It's a couple of like off streets, and eventually you turn down what is really not much more than an alleyway that sort of connects two main streets. But this is definitely where you were directed to, and you reach a set of stairs. So there's a sort of iron, solid metal, spiked fence, and then next to that there is a set of stairs that leads down. It doesn't go very far down before it. There's a bit like very steep set of stairs. Goes down maybe like half a floor, so not even. And there's a very small, just stone courtyard there, and you see a metal door. It is a solid. Black metal door, even with dark vision. There's no light here. So even with dark vision, you can see it is like jet black metal. Solid arch at the top. And just very neatly engraved on the door, it says clock and chain. Beautifully engraved, inlaid with gold. And then under where it says clock and chain, it says past, present, future.
True. I'll enter.
How?
Wait, there's no door?
Yes, there is a door. There is no handle, though.
Oh, wait, is there a door knocker? Or like windows.
There is no knocker, there is no handle, there is no nothing. As you sort of push the door, it doesn't budge. It is just a pure black door. It has those words inscribed on it, clock and chain, past, present, future. And as you now get closer to it, you see one other feature on the door. In the place that you would expect there to be a handle down to the sort of right hand side of the door, there is three effectively gears. They are golden, inlaid to the door, like 1, 2, 3, one above the other. 3 little gears. Okay. Each one has just a small black notch on the golden gear.
Can I? Does it look like those gears can align with past, present, and future by pointing at them with those notches?
Like the words past, present, future?
Yeah.
I mean, ish. Not like you could sort of make it work, but not really. I mean, you can spin them to that position. It doesn't seem to do anything.
I'll also just knock on the door a bit loudly.
There is no reply.
That's strange. How the hell is someone supposed to enter this place? God,
maybe they're not open right now.
What?
Maybe they're just not open.
That's always a possibility.
Maybe.
I suppose it is after dark.
Well, I have no idea. This works. Is there any other thing that I can discern from the door looking at it? Or maybe looking around it?
I mean, depending on what you're trying to do, there's really no more, like, there's everything else very plain, very, just nothing to it, very ornate. You can go ahead and roll me an investigation if you want.
Yeah, nope.
I mean, this as far as you can tell, there's nothing to it. They spin beautifully. Whatever this is it's beautifully engineered. That's about all I can tell you. There's definitely a purpose to it, but beyond that, I'm not sure.
Is this someone on the street nearby that I could ask?
No, there is not, because as I mentioned, you are like, this is effectively an alleyway. Like, you've sort of turned off of the main streets. This is quite a quiet area that you're in.
And that's clearly not like the most popular shop. Otherwise, you would see like maybe people go in and out. But
no, certainly you haven't seen anybody trying to go in or out.
I don't really.
But also maybe by appointment only.
I don't see a way how to open this, but maybe I can ask over at Morgrum about this shop. Maybe he has some insight.
Let's go then.
Alright, unfortunate. Yeah, we'll leave. I have no idea.
Okay. You head off, leaving this place. Winding your way back through the alleyways. And making your way up towards the tower. Or the pillar, rather. The lighthouse, shall we say. It's not a lighthouse. You make your way there. I need to keep advancing time. Okay. You make your way there, and as you get there, you make your way up
another explosion.
no, not as far as you can see. You can see that the tower itself, there is still like a hole in the side of it. But it has been like partially barricaded at this point, just to stop anyone like accidentally falling out. And a lot of the rock that was sort of loose or in danger of falling has also been sort of cleared away. You can see stacks of brickwork inside that are clearly being sort of tidied up now. And as you make your way up the stairs, obviously you know where you're heading now. The door is already open. And as you sort of peer in, you see Morgron. Frantic, like I say frantically, he's busy. It doesn't seem to be like chaotic or anything like that, but he's clearly busy.
I guess. Oh. I was going to say by adding it, I would just knock the door, you know.
He turns. Oh. Come in. What can I... we had an appointment to meet today, yes?
Yes, you said to meet in the morning, just on what your ideas will be for the reward that I asked of yesterday.
You wanted a reward?
Well, you asked if you wanted something, and I asked you if you could potentially find us some sort of connection, which could lead us to a potential audience with Deep Iron. I was like, not cold iron, that's something that's material, that's not the right one. It's like Deep Iron, yes.
Yes, iron. I do remember now. I didn't forget. Of course. Very well.
We brought bread.
Oh, wonderful! And some pastries.
I do share some of that. Yeah, in the nightshade one as well.
I've got no idea what could be done.
What is it?
Well, just the one.
You can have another if it's required.
Wonderful.
Oh, Nightshade Thompson.
So, you want to get an audience with Deep Iron, yeah? Alright, well, I've got a bad plan that will probably work a bit quicker, or I've got a boring plan that will take a bit longer. Which one do you want?
Can we hear them both?
Bad plan. Murder someone.
Mm-hmm.
Murder someone important in the city. Make it look like make it a bit suspicious. Make sure there's plenty of blood around. They'll probably call me to investigate, and then hey, I might be able to, get you in as advisors on the case, and then I could have you go in and present what you found at the Venom verdict. And that way you'd get access to some important people in the city.
I see.
Now, if you don't want to randomly kill noble Durgar, or, important Durgar, that takes us to plan 2, which is, well, quite simply, I send out a letter to my contact inside of the fort, asking to meet up. They will do so. And then I say I have people that I want to introduce to them, and we take it from there. That will cost you a little bit. Not me. This is your reward. But likely if she's going to take a meeting with just some random people, as, they will see it. I'm not saying that. But if they're going to take a meeting with just some random people, they will probably want some sort of payment for doing so.
Would it
Do you
be
know
gold
these
or would it be
plans?
something else?
The plans aren't great, but also I'm just an alchemist,
I understand. No, these are some good ideas. How busy are you with these plans to have to be set in motion anytime soon?
I mean, if you want to murder somebody, that's up to you. The other part, I could, God, potentially. I mean, he looks around. Like, I've got a lot of work to just tidy stuff up, and then I'll have a little bit of a backlog of work. But I mean, realistically, this is fucking hard work. I mean, I could go to the palace or to the fort pretty quickly, pretty soon, and at least get things in motion. I don't know that, might take a bit of time before I can, but yeah, I can go talk to him today. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think there might be some possibilities here. We will consider it. I think the first plan potentially might have an avenue here, but we would have to get into contact with some of our people first. And
I just want to confirm something here real quick. We were talking about the first plan, but our guards didn't walk into the same room and just heard us talk about killing someone, right?
They're in the doorway, but they can definitely hear the conversation, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like the alchemist knows that too, and he spoke for it openly first, so that feels sort of... I mean, he knows that they are there too, right?
Yeah.
No, he really shouldn't.
Yeah, he really shouldn't have.
Alright. Well, we'll consider these plans then. Or I might have to think of some other situation first. We might come back later today. We have something we need to do somewhere else first.
Alright, no worries. You want me to go and... Well, I mean... Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll head down to the fort now anyway, and I can start talking to people, even if you do decide to take the murder route on it.
Yes, do that. We'll see if we take the other one, but we'll talk later again. But the help so far is appreciated.
Oh, no problem.
One last
We got some fighting
question.
to
do. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of this store called the Clock and Chain?
Let me roll a dice.
God.
Fuck it. Damn it.
Nope. How's that have?
Well, this is going to be one of those days. Good night.
I'm so sorry.
I'm betting you this is going to be a repeat offender where a bunch of people are going to roll really fucking low. We're just going to be standing there shrugging like, well, for fuck's sakes.
Bet you the solution to that door is super simple too.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with just having a normal door. I hate these modern artist types. Let's go towards
the alchemist accompanies you down as he sort of packs up the shop a little bit and heads down the stairs with you. All right. So where are you all heading now? I've got to go to the fort, talk to some people.
The Bloodforged Pits is the next.
Oh, fun. Why?
We'll see what's going on there. Potentially, maybe take part in some fights.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a place we haven't visited yet in the city.
Can you fight?
I look at him again, so my spike down and everything.
He just looks back at you like deadpan, like not taking the hint whatsoever, like waiting for you, just waiting for you to answer.
Yes, I can fight.
Good. Oh, that will help you out there.
Well, we'll see each other again then. Nod and turn around to begin to leave.
Yes, sir. What an awkward fella.
Probably be a good idea.
As we're walking, I mentioned to Benarov, I thought he was a lot smarter when we met him the first time.
I thought so of my companions as well.
Perhaps it might have been a good idea.
Steady.
Perhaps it might have been a good idea to let him and tell his contacts that we would be there fighting today. Perhaps witness some of our bronze.
I'm already moving. We are already out of the room now. So it's
of course, you're walking.
This way.
What do you think we're gonna fight?
Durgar.
Maybe not even anyone. Oh, we know, it's just some meeting place.
You make your way to a place that is, it's on one of the, it's quite a large street, and there is a lot of thoroughfare here. As you are walking down the road, you see a large gate. It is just seemingly like cast iron, pure black. And it's big as well. It stands maybe 40 feet high, 40 feet across as well. Just big square, just massive bars to stop anybody sort of going in and out. But like a huge gate. At the moment, it's open. Like it's double gate, just veered open, and you can see there are guards here. Guards that look the same as the two following you, basically. And it leads down this huge set of stone steps. As you walk up towards it, and you can see like above it just says pits. It doesn't even have the blood forged part on it. It just said pits. As you walk up, you can see there's a moment where the guards are eyeing you. They've got these helmets on that make it very difficult to make out anything, but you can very much tell they are looking in your direction. And as you get closer, they see the other guards with you. And the other guards, there's a moment where they sort of look at each other, and there's clearly some non-verbal communication going on here. And they just sort of step back into their guard positions, clearly just letting you through, effectively.
God-to-God communication.
Oh yeah.
Take measure of these
It's like
guards.
thieves can't, it's like thieves can't, but just for gods.
Gods can't.
I'd also
Sure,
take measure
that's-
of these guards, their height, just to see if there's indeed no
exactly
difference
the same.
between-
Genuinely,
Oh,
exactly the same. Yeah.
Is it an illusion that they're the same height?
Nope, they're just all the same. They're born
Okay,
for
we'll
it,
see.
made for it.
It's not a bad way of putting it. You head down the stairs, followed behind by your guards, and you are led into what is effectively it feels like a different place. It feels like you sort of enter a warren of tunnels. It's almost like it's not quite a slum, like it's better than that, but it's very favela-esque as you make your way through just more crowded area. Everywhere here there is people milling around. It's not the spacious sanctuary that is up top. It is very much a mess here, and there's a lot of noise going on. You also get this scent the moment that you drop into this like underbelly part that is very, very familiar to all of you. It is that tang, that metallic tang of the smell of blood in the air. As you continue making your way through, it is you find a few areas that are a bit quieter. You find a few areas that are very lively. There are people selling things. There's a lot of betting going on all over the place, clearly on the fights. But eventually you work your way through this maze. There are sort of signposts and things around that lead you to the right place, and you make your way. Some of them lead to like barracks. Some of them say like training area, holding area, animal pits, slave pens. But you keep following signs to pits, to the pits, and eventually you
Capital V
with a capital P. Eventually you make your way there. It's a good sort of 5-10 minute walk, even after getting down into the actual Underdark, into the the second layer itself. And as you walk up, you see a very sturdy, wide-looking Durgar who is very clearly in charge. There's more guards here, but these guards seem far less official than the ones that you have just seen. And this Durgar is absolutely ridden with tattoos, scars. His nose is extraordinarily crooked. His ears are sort of swollen up and battered. You can see he's missing chunks of flesh. He has been through more than a few fights, you can tell. And he's quite an old lad now as well. You can see his best days are definitely behind him. Quite a bulbous, quite red, even for a Durgar, quite a red nose. You can almost feel the heat, as it clearly drinks a lot these days as well. And huge, thick arms, weirdly just do. As you approach him, he looks all of you up and down. You got tickets?
We want to participate, potentially. Are any fights today? There's spots open.
You want to participate? At this point, he starts looking around, looking you up and down. There's an entrance fee. You pay that. You afford it.
How much?
Gold
For
piece
what kind
each.
of fight? Are there any more expensive fights, potentially, than just the one gold piece ones?
Alright, don't get ahead of yourself. You win that fight, then maybe we'll talk about some more fights, alright?
Fine then. When is it? When is it scheduled?
When do you want to fight?
Soon as
Individually
possible.
or later?
or as a group?
Soon.
Eh?
Individually or as a group?
We're
As
actually
you-
recognized mercenaries by the city of Stoneblood. Would that help in sort of boosting us up the ranks a bit?
No.
Worth a shot.
I get only
give a
about
shit
what you
if
can
you're-
do in the arena, yeah.
I don't give a shit if you're the Solna Zeef. You fight who you fight.
And who is the
He
Sultan
is
of
the
Seath?
charming fella.
Only Cedric.
I don't know, some
No,
stuck
but
up
like
twat.
he asked, like, is this gonna be a group fight or singular fights?
You want to fight as a group or you want to fight on your own? We want to fight as a group. As like somebody smashes into the back of you, Mox. As a group, and you all turn to see a
Says
very
y'all.
familiar orc.
God.
Hey, hello!
That will be fine, a group then. But yes, sooner rather than later.
You, fuck yes. And you see as Zala reaches into a pouch, just pulls out a handful of coins and throws them at the Durga.
So I sort of
Just
lean in
showering
preparation
him.
right to the side. I already lean to the side knowing it's coming.
She has a legendary action, throw coins. It deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
You
Pocket
you
sand,
should
pocket
see.
coins.
You. She does. It's not a legendary action, but she does see something similar. You see as the Durgar doesn't even flinch. He doesn't even move as he is just showered in golden coins, looking completely unimpressed. And there's like many other people nearby that just like turn to watch as the coins like scatter, and there's just like a silence as they bounce, and it's just the tinking of coins for a moment. In you go.
A nod.
You all
you
hear
go
as
in?
you pass through, and Zala is the last one through at the back of all of you. And you just hear her mutter to the Durga, "Told you I'd be back." What that means, who knows? But we'll find out, I'm sure. As you're walking through, he goes, "To the
I mean, she
left!"
didn't go off the fight last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
to the left.
To the left,
Okay,
cool.
to the left.
As he shouts, "To the left, and you can see there's like a you enter like a tunnel, effectively like an arched tunnel that is clearly like into the pits, and you can see that straight on it would appear to be where you go to sort of spectate. But you are ordered to the left, and you see a small doorway with stairs. You sort of make your way through, and there's stairs leading down, and you soon find yourself in effectively like a large like what do you call it? Like a dressing room, you know, like a large
like a
open area.
gladiator-
There's
An
some-
armory
like
room
a-
of some
It's
sort?
not quite an armory, but it's where there's other people in there, only one or two, and you can see they're like getting armor strapped on and like they're getting themselves ready to fight, but they're preparing
got that-
themselves more than
Oh, it's like a locker room.
their kit.
Yeah, they
Like
got
a
the
locker
body
room,
oil
yeah.
going on for the gladiators.
For sure. All right, great. What's the plan here, guys?
Well,
We fight.
Great. Oh, who's this?
Hey,
I haven't
guy.
met you. And she like slaps you on the back, Amos. You some sort of monk?
No, wizard.
A wizard?
That hurt.
You know where you are, right, wizard?
I'm aware, yes.
I know that
Yeah,
she hit
I thought
Amos with
wizards were
that.
meant to be smart. Okay.
I know that she hit Amos with that, but even Mox like starts rubbing his like his shoulder, like.
wait. Hold on. You said to him that you told him you'd be back. You've been through this one before.
Nah, I came yesterday, but I couldn't get a fight.
Is magic allowed in this pit?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just want
I
you to
was
fucking
worried.
win. Don't kill anyone. Or do. I mean, whatever.
No, really, what's the rules? I'm
Wait,
not allowed
is it a
kill
rule not to
anyone.
kill?
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Sorry, all you
Are
were
we allowed to
talking
kill?
about. They prefer you don't. You get fined if you kill someone.
How much?
How big is the fine?
It's 1 gold. I'm losing my shit.
No, it's more than 1 gold. Promise you that.
It's 2
Maybe it's
gold.
1 platinum.
100 gold.
Ah,
that's
no.
If you
That
kill
will be
someone, it's
fine.
100 gold. But they bring them back.
Platinum per kill? No, I'm not paying that. Hold on, I need to dull the edge a little bit.
How much do the fights tend to pay out?
Depends how high you go. I mean, usually just a few gold. Most of the money you're going to make is made on betting.
Shit.
Wait, the gladiators are allowed to bet on themselves.
Hell yeah, it's fucking encouraged. You're not allowed to bet on the opponent.
Oh.
Yeah, fixing.
Where do we make these bets?
Upstairs.
Is there a way upstairs from here?
I think it's a bit late.
Yeah, like back up the way you came.
All right.
Now, we still got to figure out who we're fighting. We should have a fight guy come around and tell us in a minute.
I think it's going to stop Duncan.
Good.
You might be out of time, depending on, but like they won't even have the fight prepared yet. So you got to figure out who you fight first, and then you got to go bet. But if they're like, you're fighting now, you won't have time. But if they're like, you're fighting in an hour, you might have time.
Since you're quite knowledgeable, who's the reigning champs? Is there people here that's quite good, like known figures?
Like voluntarily reigning champ?
Well, yeah. Is there someone that fights here all the time that's like, oh, they're the best, you know?
Don't know. I came last night, but before that, I ain't been here either. I saw a couple of fights last night, but they were fighting bears, cave bears.
Wait.
Oh.
Is it only a penalty if you kill, like, Durga or other opponent fighter, but not if you kill, like, beasts?
The beast fights are fine. You can fight the beast fights. You can kill them. In the beast fights, the slave fights, both those are fine. You can kill them. But if you're fighting another gladiator, try not to kill them. You can beat the shit out of them. You can leave them like paralyzed for a year. It doesn't matter as long as they're alive.
Yes, I'm sure that life is very, very suitable.
But you can kill them at 100 gold per penalty.
Yeah. If you kill them, they try and bring them back. So you just have to contribute towards the fees for that, basically. Same for you. If you get killed, they'll bring you back.
Marks, do you have
There's a click of Manrov's tongue, so that...
Spare the what now?
You have spare the dying. Cantrip.
No, I don't.
Damn it, Marks, when are you useful to me?
The last time that you were fighting those two guys and half the
Yes, no, I agree. I'm just joking.
And I had to... Okay.
He's brought receipts.
I'm just saying, spare the dying would be absolutely phenomenal in this place.
I don't think cantrips are really a thing that his type of casting can prepare. From what I've been told by him.
He's a cleric. I just sometimes assume he knows a few things. I mean, sort of cleric. I'm honestly confused. Sometimes I think Marx just wants to take Cardinal Amos's job.
And vice versa. It's a few, you're sort of talking amongst yourselves when another Duragar heads up. Almost like glowing orange eyes, band of like almost black war paint and a mohawk. Very cool character. She heads up to you. She goes, all right, this is your first time in the pit?
Yes.
How many of you is fine?
All of us.
All right, great. We got a fight ready for you. 30 minutes, and you'll go on.
Yeah.
You cannot kill these people, right? If you kill them, there's 100 gold fine. Other than that, remember this is for a show as well. Don't just fucking kill them instantly if you're gonna, if you're that strong. Make a bit of a show and dance about it, even if they are fucking weak, alright? Depending on your performance of this fight, we may be able to line you up with some more. We can judge you on your skill here. If you're good enough, maybe we talk about how much gold you can make here. Of course, anyway, we'll get to that later.
Is there no way we could maybe skip this fight and get to next one.
No. Who are you?
If I pay more.
Just go fight these guys, all right? If you're that tough, it shouldn't be that much of an issue for you. Why are you in a rush anyway?
No, it is fine.
You know, the ironic thing is they're probably saying the same thing about us.
You got a decent amount of gold on you?
Yes. Why are you
How
asking?
much?
How much is it to the next level?
No, that's not what I was asking about. What I was going to say is, you said, well, do this fight, but if you think you're that good, there is always the gauntlet that you could try and run.
What is this gauntlet?
Just a test of combat. It's a lot of gold to sign up for it, but if you win, you get it all back and a lot more.
How much?
10,000 gold to enter.
How do we get in return?
Hot mama.
Because I don't have 10,000.
Yeah.
I have a good bid, but I don't have 10,000.
So we put in the 10,000 and we win. What's the return?
If you win, the prize is 50,000.
I'll do it. Are we all in?
What?
I'm in for that. Yes.
That's a lot of money. You're not in, Max?
I was still doing bets for this one.
You still need to win this first fight. I can't just put you up against the gauntlet. If you go up against the gauntlet, you lose instantly. Well, won't look very good for us. Anyway, get yourselves ready. I'll be back in a minute.
Wait, can we bet on our group, or do we only bet on individuals?
On the
We're fighting
group.
as a group. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going upstairs to make my bet.
If we win this first fight, we all want 50,000, right? I'll pay the fee for the gauntlet if everyone's in agreement.
I agree with that. There's a lot of useful money.
Fuck yeah.
That's one. Manuel?
Does this gauntlet include sorry, I was looking at my mouth. Does this gauntlet include resurrection as well?
She left.
Oh, she's already gone. I thought she was still here.
Yeah, she said she'll be back in a minute. No, it's left.
I thought we caught her still at the end, but I guess never mind then. Okay.
We can ask her after this first fight.
Yeah, when she comes back, I guess I'll ask it again.
Zala will chime in. I mean, probably. Yeah, can't imagine why it wouldn't. Standard rules.
But
How much
it's a
have you
gauntlet,
got?
so I thought this might be more deadly.
I'm gonna go place a bet.
I got enough. You want me to cover half?
We can cover half.
Seem
quite-
well. You see, she hesitates and pulls back a little bit. Let's see how we get on in the first fight. If it turns out you can fight, I'm not saying you can't, but I just kind of want to see it first, you know. So,
Well,
if
from
you
our
can
perspective,
fight,
we don't know
maybe
what
I'll
you
join
can
the
do.
gauntlet with you.
I'm gonna go find a betting station with Marks and probably Duncan as well. I guess everyone's coming along to get to the betting station.
No, I need mine for
I
the
wanna bet.
gauntlet.
I mean, we get paid out if we win this fight, right? I understand, if I understand this correctly, if we place bets on our group for the next fight and we win, then we get paid out, right?
You would get paid out for winning this fight, yes, but keep in mind that the entry fee for this fight was a gold, so the payout is likely to be a few gold.
For the fight itself, not the actual like odds, right?
Yeah, no, the odds are different. Yeah.
I don't have that much on me, so do we want to streamline this process for betting?
Yeah. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. Effectively, the what you can do here is bet. It's 2-1. They really don't know you. However, there is a max bet of I would say 50 gold for this one.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Like because you're unknown, people and like they don't want to risk too much here. So there is a max bet in place.
I'll just put the max bet of 5 platinum on myself. I can't read what you're typing, Mark. You have language on.
Sorry, I literally just turned that off. 50.
Okay, cool. Marks is betting. Duncan, I assume you're betting?
Yes, I'm just looking at my money.
You have 50 gold?
Yeah, but I want to bet more.
Can't bet more. You're
Can't
limited.
bet on
Oh,
this
it-
one.
Cap.
okay.
Yeah. Going forward, you will potentially be able to on this one, just because nobody knows who you are at the moment. They won't take.
Okay.
Brightheart, you're putting max on. Amos, yes, no.
No, not betting on the first one.
Manny,
Not in a betting mood.
okay.
Okay. Can I bet for many?
No. he would have to be there. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm betting for like 10 of my friends. Here's 500 gold.
Okay.
You know.
Wait. But you can walk out, disguise self, come back in, and then just bet again.
Don't try that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't get caught doing betting fraud, man. Like, not right
Yeah,
now.
I'm pretty sure
Wait,
it was somewhere
me?
in the rules about that, about how your hands get cut off after you
I'm not doing that. That's fine. Sorry.
No, not you. No.
Oh, you mean Duncan?
I was talking about more about Duncan.
Okay.
You make your way, you place your bets. You do that. You make your way back down into the locker room. And eventually, the same Durgar comes back. All right. Teams lined up. 7 of them, 7 of you. You ready?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm sorry, I wanted to ask a question. This is the same person, right? We wanted to ask a question, but
Yeah.
actually, I actually forgot the fucking question already again. So what was the question?
You
it's
wanted to
irrelevant.
know if revivification is included in the gauntlet.
Oh yeah. In the gauntlet, in the deadlier version of this fight, is resurrection also included, or revivification, I guess?
Yeah, for the same standard fee.
Yeah, I see.
The difference would be that in the gauntlet, if you do die, you are out. The rest of the team is like if half the team survive and half of them die, the rest of the team can carry on, but they are at a lower amount of people, obviously. And that fee, because it is that fee is extended to yourselves instead of the opponent, unless it is round 1.
Okay.
Hey, look,
don't
you
think
can
I
pay the
quite
fee
get
to
it.
get into the gauntlet. Don't worry about the fee for revivification. Just know, if you do
Yeah,
die,
yeah.
we'll do our best to bring you back.
Alright. I guess.
I swear. As we're getting ready, Harkin will know to everyone, but it's probably best for now to save your higher-end tools and skills for later.
I will.
Let's go alone.
Sorry. Carry on.
Nope, go ahead.
What I was going to say is, I will add that you, more than a couple of you, personally know that revivification at the moment is not guaranteed, even if you have the capability of casting the spell. So, how much of that they know at the moment? She did very specifically say, "We will try our best to bring you back."
That's why actually Spare the Dying is a lot better at this moment than Revivification.
I mean, sort of. Even if you, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. For just being stabilized.
Yeah.
Small glimpse
But
of hope.
You'll still be in that. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Not Spare the Dying. Anyway,
I'm not entirely sure the clarity here. I have a healer's kit. It allows me to...
Well, that's actually what I was looking for, Marks. Now, make sure that we can at the very least prevent unnecessary deaths.
Just don't hit them so hard.
I look at the size of the fucking maul that I wield.
We just have to power down a little bit, and I tap my staff, and you just see the glowing eyes on my skull go. It's just here power down with.
Yeah, it doesn't
I want to have some
Yeah.
fireworks go in. Sorry.
you hear an announcement. All right, time for the next fight. We have a bunch of newcomers fighting a regular returning band, the Death Punch.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh yes.
Definitely, please, let's not lose. We cannot lose to these.
No.
We got knocked out by the death punch.
If any of us
You
goes
are
down, we
led
are out of this group.
Oh, shit.
Out.
Why am I at the
into
front?
the arena. Hang on, let me swap you with Zala. She's very excited to get out. And you make your way out. You see what is quite an arena, actually. It's impressive. You see several pits, massive columns with like spikes attached. You can see spouts that would presumably have flame heading out. And you see a small band of Durgar making their way out of the entrance on the opposite side of the pit. Is there something wrong, Mel?
It's fine, keep going.
If everybody is ready for the fight, bets are now closed. Gladiators, pit fighters, are you ready?
Yeah.
And you see as the team Death Punch are like hands raised, pumping, and the crowd are cheering for them. And Zala will sort of step forward and start like hyping the crowd up as well. And you see she has pulled on two gauntlets, but both with like some claws attached. Like not her claws, just claws attached to them.
I wasn't sure how much we can move right now. I don't know what our like starting box is here. So
you see her like she goes up, hypes the crowd, and then like backs up again. All right, if you are ready, go ahead and roll me initiative, please.
I can do that. Probably.
God, it would be really awkward if the fucking Wild Hunt invades at this point in this thing.
Oh, surprise challenger!
Right.
Can I like
Sorry,
shape shift
Duncan.
my hair? I want to get
Can you what, sorry?
Shape shift my hair to like a mohawk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get like some eyeliner put down.
Yes.
But I heard he's doing like the excited bouncing.
I guess Harkin's heart's just not that much in pit fighting, and apparently Zala prepped when she came back after hyping the crowd up because we're both at the bottom of initiative.
She's just biding her time. She wants to see what you can all do. So she is still like, she's in these opening rounds when she's waiting for everyone else to go. She's still just hyping the crowd up, getting everybody hyped before she does her thing. Reinhardt, you are the top of the round. As you see everybody starting to move, starting to like try and get a sense of each other as everyone's like moving forward, getting ready to fight.
Are these walls?
Yes.
Ty, I got just one question before we actually. I would have done this so while we were, Zala was like hyping up the crowd and whatnot. I just want to take a look around. I see there's a bunch of people in the crowd, of course, and I see one person that I am very familiar with. But like, otherwise, any sort of people that look notable, like any of these people over there, they look very ominous. Like, can we tell anything about these people? Just want to kind of get maybe a gauge of who's watching us right now. Besides,
I mean, go ahead, roll me a perception. Go ahead. Before the fight starts, as you're eyeing everybody up in the crowd.
Oh, come on. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I'm staring at my
You're still
target
annoyed.
over there. Oh, you have no fucking idea, dude.
All right, Brightheart. You can see all of them starting to move and sort of spread out and like head towards you. I'm gonna...
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna get them while they were still kind of more clustered together.
Crack on.
Fireball.
Kinda. Am I able to hit her from here? Because like,
How big are these walls in the middle?
I mean, they are enough that there's gonna be definite heavy cover from that point, but you can still hit.
So you can see over these?
Like just about, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of like what angle would I be able to do to minimize the amount of cover that they'll have against me.
Where there's not the walls in the middle. There's also the pillar right in front of that one.
Yeah. Should be within range. Let me double check. Well, it's a heavy crossbow, so it should be in range, but Yeah, okay, definitely in range. First, she's going to like run her thumb along the open spot on her dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And let me add. That healed me by 3, but I'll
take 3 off. As you hear the announcer, "First blood."
Yeah. I think it was supposed to be like.
I
don't know if that would be
he
like.
He sort of starts out very excited, and then it sort of dies at the end. First blood.
Reinhardt, I see you take damage there, but have you added your 10 HP?
Very good.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it would go straight to my regular HP, or would it be or would it be my 10
straight to your regular HP? Yeah. I mentioned this a while ago, but yeah, that bypass is temporary.
Okay. And
what?
Alongside that, she does it include the it includes the extra damage. Okay. And I'm going to as it goes past the like little barrier at the front, it's going like there's like a little.
All right.
She takes extra damage, and also I don't remember if this will make me place a template or not, but her and everyone within. So it's also going to have to be this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. I didn't know if I would have to target them all or not, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Within what range? 10? Within what range?
Yep, 10 feet.
It says on the ability it's 5 feet.
Oh, it's... My bad. So she just takes extra damage
it's
then.
no
My
one.
bad.
Sounds
Well, she will still take the extra damage stuff, and is also under the effects.
Are you doing anything else?
One sec. She also has fairy fire until the next round. So
okay, cool.
With that, let's shoot her again.
I like the animation. It's a good
all right.
arrow.
Do you want to describe this a bit more for me?
As she gives her sigil under a weapon, it lights up with this rainbowy color, and she lines up her shot. The first one goes out, and you hear. And then as it lands, there's this fireworks of that makes like a really big, like usual fireworks noise, and it's in the shape of a star. And
sorry.
And then she follows it up like while it's still going with another shot through her while it's in the middle of that. And I don't know if I can do non-lethal shots on a.
No with this. All right. You it strikes. You see as it like sticks in, and she just collapses, falling to the ground. And with that, there is silence.
Well,
as all of the rest of the Duergar turn to look at the one that has just been double tapped with sparkles and delightful firework animations. A couple of them just look annoyed. A couple of them look worried as they look down. And you see as one of the stone guard that are at the back, one of these fighters with like buckler and short sword. You just see turns, looks up towards where the announcer is up here, and you just see the Duergar go. At which point, you hear the announcer go, "Alrighty then, quick change of plans."
We're paying for You're paying 100 gold for that one.
Yeah, that's on you.
And leaping into the arena, you see a flurry of blue lightning and flame as half Durga, half machine lands on the ground and rolls initiative.
Oh no, not one of those guys again.
No. What, are they going to jump out of the stands?
Thank God that at least I rolled low initiative.
Jumps out of the stands. Fight on! And that is where we'll end the session.
Time you take
First
one.
What an opener.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Immediately broke a rule.
Yeah, that's your entire bet. You need to now pay.
If we won. But yeah.
You do see, however, Cardinal, as you are about to take your turn, you're sort of looking around the crowd as well. There's a lot of people like chanting, whatever. You do catch a very familiar face looking literally down at you from the balcony as they lean over the edge.
Oh, god dang, he's up there.
That's the first thing I saw when I was like, oh god.
From the VIP area, you see Ashblade leaning over, just chuckling to himself, and he will throw you down a healing potion.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of him.
It is.
Should we get to win the feature?
Hang on. It is. I can never remember the fucking order they go in. It's not the worst one. It's the one up. Greater healing. Potion of greater healing. He throws that down to you and just gives you a thumbs up.
Like you can't catch it, smashes on the ground.
Turn the thumbs up. I forgot to fucking catch it.
It's not so space, but the cuts instantly heal.
Surprised that he's up there.
Not sure what the fuck he's doing. Either way, that is where we'll end the session, and we will pick up. We will definitely be in the arena next session. Woo! See, man, I told you we get there.
I had to speed things along.
He fucking locked the clock and chain up so that I couldn't get my pocket.
No, I always had just a nice, simple puzzle to get in there. I mean, to be fair, you tried one thing and walked away. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, can I invent now?
I'm not gonna waste too much time on that. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was so worth it. Anyway, it's fine. I'm sure we'll get back there again at some point. If you survive this fight, that is. Woo! Guys, let's just start on a wish. Briarheart, kick me off, please.
I'm gonna give my sword to Manny because of the prank.
Being pranked? Damn.
You had a lot of influence on that.
That was what
I mean, it was still fun.
Lex rolled the natural 24 by it.
Yeah.
That wasn't
obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, shame. What's your wish?
My wish is for this fight to be fun.
I mean, honestly, I just wanted unknown fighters to go into the ring against some ordinary guys. So most of these guys are like CR1. The gauntlet will be fun, though. I mean, maybe you'll have fun just kicking these guys around. The despot, by the way, is thanks to Renexia. So you can
Wait, what?
Yeah, it worked out.
Cardinal, star on a wish, please.
I will give my star to Duncan for his trying to get his swords, the little and using the room he paid for. I really like everything he does with the Raven King stuff, using some power to to basically influence anyone near the sword to use it.
Those weapons are now effectively cursed in a way. Like if you pick them up, you have to roll a save or.
They're not cursed, they're blessed with influence.
I mean,
I think that
curses, it's kind of a matter of perspective.
Yeah, it's kind of, like, depends on who asked and who did it. It's like, kind of like
two best friends find the sword and say, "Oh, it's so cool!" Stab. No, I don't want to.
No.
Do it. Do it.
What's your wish, Cardinal?
Oh, I'm looking forward to some fighting. We just steamroll these guys and get straight to the gauntlet.
Well, the despot's gonna be a bit something. The other 6 over there, yeah, definitely.
Please, you can handle one despot.
Yeah. One
You're the
despot.
superior
Easy.
despot on one despot.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with him though. I want one of you guys to do it.
Those things can one-shot me, so I'm not going anywhere near them.
Yeah, I would love if you could door up to that guy.
Oh,
It would
well,
be
like
really
as
cool for me.
as like a multi-attack, you mean?
What? No.
Wait, how many?
I'm pretty sure he can one-shot me.
No.
Doesn't he have a fire beam?
How much damage does the fire beam do? Yeah, but it is 48.
When it does double damage.
And I have vulnerability.
Yeah, but I don't think that should. I don't think that should.
Yeah.
I forgot about the vulnerability.
48 times 2 should not. Yeah, no. 48 times 2 should not one-shot you.
48. Yeah. On a really bad roll, he probably could.
Even on the max.
You have more than 64. You have more than 64 HP, you know.
Plus, it is a save as well for potentially half damage. You know, so.
Oh,
no, you're right. You should probably be a bit cautious. But one shot, no. Now with the multi-attack, I think it could quite.
Yeah. Yeah.
I recommend not being in the front. Manny, give me a star and a wish.
I would also like to give it to Duncan. I thought that was a cool sort of callback to the sword and everything, and interesting to see what he has planned for both the swords and as well the little ghost sort of gelled ghost he has in his head right now. I like that too, and also the scratching of the furniture, the vandalization they committed in that room. I mean, I guess he paid for it, you know. I guess it's like I feel like he should still do that, but he did pay the money for this room, so like I don't know.
I mean, technically, yes.
Yeah, so like maybe if someone finds out, you have to pay a little bit more, but otherwise. But that was cool. Definitely a star for that. I agree with Amos on that. Savvy. My wish is that something dies.
Oh, my dark.
Is it Mox? Sorry.
I'm not saying who or what, but something should die during this arena.
Something's gonna die, I'm sure. All right.
Yeah.
Something's already died.
Multiple things, maybe.
Nice. Mox, give me a star and a wish, please.
I'm gonna give my star to Briarheart. Multiple. Being able to pull off the putting the note on Manaroth when he wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
And the second part was just this opener is really good. It told us, oh, don't kill anyone because if they're people, and then immediately goes and kills someone.
It immediately breaks the rule.
Instantly kills him. Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Great stuff.
And your wish?
Well, she didn't expect him to die instantly. I'm gonna be real there.
I'm gonna rehash mine from last week. Survive.
Always a good one. Classic. Okay, thank you. Duncan? I want to wish, please.
Star, I'll give it for the prank to Manny, because it was funny. Honestly, he should have gotten many more hugs than he did. And for a wish...
You're in a Durgar city, you know. The Durgar aren't gonna take you off on it. Anyway. Yeah.
They should have, man. They just should have. Durgar should have randomly come up to him and help him. It should have happened. Anyway, as for wish, I don't know, let's kill something, I guess.
No, not fucking kill these guys.
Come on, just one or two. I need the stores.
We already got one. Well, we already got one, so we just need one more.
So our wishes so far, just to be clear, are fun, kill, survive, kill. That's it's a summary.
I think it's just 100 gold to resurrect the guys. We can make that easily from the bets and the prize and then how many they throw at us, right?
Well, we're all just getting 100 gold from this fight only. Who bet it, you know? Like,
yeah, but we're just gonna kill one or two, not all of them. So we're still in profit.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever.
All right. Harkin, give me.
And hey, my 100 will just, my 100 like from the bet will just be like, hey, yeah, send it to them.
My star will go to Duncan for like entering that private room and then being like, you know what would be real funny? Like scratch the fuck out of it with some insane shit, and then have someone find that later on, like the tavern keeper. is going to be extremely annoyed when he finds out I'm on tap. But as for Wish, I wish to put on a good show here, you know, and not get my shit punched in by those despots. They hurt.
Sounds like a survive to me. Cool. No, that's cool. Guys, thank you very much for playing. I'm looking forward to getting into the arena. A little bit of fun, you know, combat. And I've got a couple of quite fun things planned for it. So we will find out. But yeah, we will be live again tomorrow. We have good old Symphony of Storms. We do not have anything Wednesday this week, but soon. Baitor is soon. Yeah. But a bunch of other stuff. So come back, including friggin' Lanza, Nal, Dre for Tales, Beasts of Berghoff. What else we got on this?
Zeef.
Cool stuff. Iskaloff.
Not Zeef.
No Zeef.
No Zeef.
I gotta check that. I'm always a bit confused. Anyway, we got a bunch of really cool stuff coming up though. So make sure you follow. Make sure you stay tuned in. We are gonna go raid. World Tree Quests. Don't know who they are. Haven't read them before, but they're doing some D&D stuff, and they have a cool little overlay. So let's pay them some love, guys. Thank you very much for being here. It's always much appreciated. Make sure you come back next week to see the arena fight. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we can just fucking throw some enemies at them, watch them slaughter their way through the Durgar Undercity. Thank you for watching.